Hey guys. Yeah, rubbish. I know. I know. I saw that little comment. That was pretty wisecrack. Howdy, guys. How are you? Welcome to the show, the last show in the year 2022. Is, of course, December 27th, and I am Yank. Welcome to the YNG Pub. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties on Gutter's end. She's playing with some new electronic equipment, and we're hoping that she's going to be able to make it in here tonight. But we'll see what happens. So in the meantime, you guys are stuck with me, and that's the way it is, and that's the way it goes. So I figured I'd kick it off with just a little bit of Kid Rock, Born Free in the beginning. Give me a little time to get my head together and figure out what the hell I'm going to talk about. But here we are, a couple days after Christmas, guys. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy whatever, man. Whatever you celebrated or didn't celebrate, I hope you had a great weekend. I hope you guys were all doing well with family, loved ones, maybe, or even maybe by yourself. Sometimes that's the best. That's the best company you can have, right? Let's face it. So the little stress, trying to man this ship by myself. But let's go way here to the beginning. It's good to start from the beginning. And I do believe that the winner of this week's booby prize for new boobies was Lee Sugar Britches. Congratulations, Lee. Nice, nice. Always good to see. Oh yeah, she was here. Yeah, congratulations. Woohoo. She said they're the perfect size too. She wanted a bigger pair, so congratulations. We have Hal. Welcome, Hal. Good to see you. What did Hal have to say here? Since I'm the second, do not get the booby prize. And I'm going to tell you guys straight out right now, I am having a humongously hard time reading anything. I haven't gotten my new glasses yet, and the medications that they're giving me for the glaucoma, I think are really messing up my eyes pretty bad. It's almost like, I don't know, man, like I'm looking through mucus for some. I don't have pink eye or anything like that, but it's very difficult for me to see any of the comments. So if I'm struggling reading them, I apologize. So Hal 9000 says, since I'm the second, do not get the booby prize. Do I get to at least hold the booby prize for a couple of minutes? And of course you can. You just have to cup them. That's all. Cup one nicely. No pinchy. You know how that goes. Who else we have? We had Got a Girl. She was in the chat there for a little while, and she was playing mom, telling us all what to do and to behave. Let's see. I saw Fi was in here a little while ago. Hi, Kate. Good to see you. Hope everyone had a Merry Christmas. Same to you. Same to you. Glad you're here. Thanks for coming. Hey, Wasp Bitch in the house. Always a pleasure. Dollface, how are you? Merry Christmas. You gave a really beautiful Christmas wish in the comment sections on the community tab that we put up on the Yank and Gutter page, saying how we hoped everyone had a Merry Christmas. And I apologize that there wasn't more put into that. I really wasn't feeling very jolly this Christmas for some weird reason. Could be the state of the country and everything that's going on, but kind of got me down a little bit. I got to admit. Let's see. We have Maureen D here, and Maureen has been apparently going through some trouble, so we want to keep her in our thoughts here. As she says, "Hey peeps, sorry it has been a while, but been through a bad place for a bit. Life hit me with two big losses that knocked me on my ass for a bit, trying to claw my way back. Missed my YNG peeps. Well, we missed you. We sure did around these parts. You're always a breath of fresh air whenever you come in, and we appreciate it. We appreciate everybody who does show up. So let's just all give a little mental thought to Maureen that she gets over whatever happened, and whatever it works helps assuage the pain that she's feeling. Hi, Missy. Good to see you. Hi, Ashley. Good to see you. Hope all is well. Have a great holiday. Yep. Who else we got in here? I see you guys are talking to each other, saying hello. We got flat-chested female. Hi, flat-chested. How are you? Good to see you. Always a pleasure when you're here as well. And Howcroft, howdy doll. Good to see you. Okay. Wow, this thing's just jumping around all over the place. We got Mishka LeBear. Good to see you, Mishka. Hey, good to see you in Strategic Eyes chat there. I saw you were floating around in there as well. Always a pleasure. I like to mix it up. I like seeing our group kind of diversify and go other places and hang around some other channels. It's always fun, especially good people like Strategic. So we'll see who's here. I thought Fly Crew was in here. I know he was. He said something a while ago. I think he said something about he forgot that tonight was Tuesday. So he's in deep shit if he doesn't show up and he had something else to do. Sending positive vibes to you, Maureen, from Ashley. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Same with Wasp. Lots of love. Okay, so we got friends in here that are taking care of each other, and that's what we do. I will end up putting the link up here because I'm going to need some help from people who are going to hopefully come on and help steer this show. But you know, I have a couple of notes on some things that I want to talk about. First thing I want to say though is I want to say today on this date in 1939, one of the greatest TV fathers was born. In my opinion, one of the best examples of a TV father and a general man protecting his family was born, and that was John Amos. And most of you would probably know him from either Roots as Toby or AKA Kunta Kinte back in the Roots, but also from the Evans family in Good Times. I think he was a fantastic example of what a father should be. Strong, stoic, not afraid to mix it up, stand up for his family, and always do what's right against whatever odds they were facing. And so I want to wish that man a happy birthday. Today's his birthday. He is 83 years old. I can't believe it. That means I'm halfway there myself, or more than half. So that's pretty damn old. So good for him. He was also in The West Wing. He was also in one of my favorite sword and sorcery movies back in the 80s, The Beastmaster. I don't know. He was in a lot of things. Very underrated actor, in my opinion. But strong man. And we need more strong men. We need more strong examples of men willing to act like men. And he always did. So even when it came to his job on Good Times, by the way, I don't know if you guys know this, that he started to see that the show was starting to revolve around JJ, and he basically put up a little bit of a fuss, and they fired him over it because he wanted to fight for what he thought was right. And I think that's an excellent thing. So hats off to him. Happy birthday, sir. Now, let's talk about some things. How about the border, huh? How about that shit? I'll tell you guys, I don't know what to think. This is frightening times. Not so much like, oh no, the heathens are coming over the gates or anything like that, but just the fact that it is completely obvious to me that our country does not, or those in charge of our country that we elect, do not give a shit what happens to this country. And it has nothing to do with different people coming in or anything like that. I've said this many times. I disagree with immigration at this point blank, period. All people, I don't care where they're from, white, black. I don't care how you try to do it. I disagree completely. I don't want anybody here legally, illegally, nothing. I want everybody here to take up American customs, to become solid Americans, to feel that though this is their home and not someplace else. And because I can never get the answer to my big question is, what is the population supposed to be for our country? No one will ever tell me that, and it pisses me off because it's not going to be 1.6 billion or 2 billion or anything like that. No, I don't want to live armpit to armpit with everybody else. I like a little room to breathe, a little room to roam. You know what I'm saying? And they don't give us that, man. They just keep piling people in, and they keep saying stupid shit like, "Well, Americans aren't breeding at the rates we need them to breed." For what? What's the rate? To keep Social Security in business? Is that what it is? To keep the tax cattle rolling in? I don't care then. I don't care. Let them not have so many kids. Let's keep the population down a little bit. I'm sorry. I'm kind of with the left on this stuff. I think we're overpopulated a bit. And I don't have any problem with people wanting to pull back the reins on having kids just a little bit, because I see an awful lot of people that probably shouldn't have kids. Matter of fact, I did see a news report, And I brought this up on the Strategic Eye show in the comments, and he questioned me about it. And I tried looking for it. I couldn't find it again. And I apologize. I wanted to bring it, but I know I saw it. And I know what he said was probably also right. In certain states and certain cities, a person can collect more money not working in benefits of all different kinds than working. And they estimated those out to be between $80,000 and $100,000 a year. Now, whether that be a free phone, Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security, food stamps, WIC, whatever it is, right? Whatever it is, if somehow someone can make sitting on their butt doing nothing 60 grand, 50 grand a year worth of benefits to live, I'm sorry, but you failed at life. I'm sorry. You lose, right? Maybe a one-time thing, like, if you had a job and you fell on your head and now you can't count money because you're off. Maybe some help there, maybe some help with people who have God forbid, children that are not going to live very long or something along those lines. Maybe, okay, I can see it. But the amount of money that some people get and they take advantage of every single opportunity there is of. They're opportunists. I'm sorry. So we've got that, and now we've got the border wide open, and people are coming in, and they're I'm not going to say they're sucking or leeching off the country, because I don't think a lot of them technically come with that mindset. I think they do want to come here for a better life, and I think they're perfectly willing to work, and I think they're willing to work for maybe some less money. I mean, maybe, I don't know, but I still think there's too many, and they're a burden on the system. When you go to the emergency rooms here in Florida, there are more people that don't speak English than do, and you could tell they're new. You could tell they're new people, and when you have to sit and wait 12 hours to get a room, if you need a room, there's a problem. Our system is overwhelmed and overtaxed, and if we're going to keep allowing these people in, then you have to by necessity raise taxes, to raise funds, to build more schools, to build more hospitals, to build more and more and more and more and more and more infrastructure. And the infrastructure that we already have is collapsing. So bridges, i.e., and things like that, sewer systems, water in Flint, Michigan, the whole nine yards. So that's why I'm against it. I'm against immigration of any kind. You cannot stay here. You cannot come here. This is our land now. The only way I would say it's not our land is if fight me for it. Fight me for it. And if you can beat me, then you can have it the way it was taken from centuries in every other place on the globe. You fight the people that are there, you claim it's yours, ta-da. You make a new thing. Anyway, that was a real quick thing on the border. I think if you guys want to see some interesting stuff, Gutter brought this to my attention, so shout out to Gutter on that. It's a channel called First, which is 1ST, First, Responder Media. You can go there. He's live streaming from the border down there, and you can see them. They're lined up a quarter mile long along the border, and then all of a sudden the gate opens and people go through. So they're letting them in. No, just don't kid yourself. They're letting them in. I don't know what's going to happen. I didn't hear what happened. I thought the Supreme Court was supposed to rule on Title 42 today, maybe. And that's, of course, the policy of if you're claiming asylum, then you have to do it from Mexico. You can't do it in here. And I'm getting lousy signal, so let's hope I stay on the air. Hi, Mick. Good to see you. Everyone finally catching in from the beginning. Okay, cool. Hi, Missy. Good to see you. Thank you. We got Mick, we got Sugar Britches, we got Black Sheepdog, Tony G in the house. What up, dude? Hey man, you gonna come on tonight? Come on tonight, Tony. Come on, you gotta come on, man. I want to see your face. I want to know what your deal is, man. Because even Strategic Eyes doesn't seem like he has a good bead on who you are. So we'll see what's going on. So, but Black Sheepdog says, "Hey guys, and hello, beautiful ladies in the chat." Oh my God, the flirt is in the hen house. It's gonna be bad. Yes, I remember him. Ashley, Mick, Black Sheep. Okay, you guys are talking to each other. Let's see. Yep. Okay. Nothing for me. Nobody here. Oh, wait a minute. Ashley. What's she saying here? I was just watch. I'm sorry again. I'm trying to read it. I was just watching Jamis live from Jamie live from I'm a Survivor. And she said when she moved to Plum Grove, Texas with Lester, the population was 600. In 5 years, it's now 26K. Wow. That is some incredible growth in 5 years. That's what I'm talking about, right? In the city I live in, I watched a documentary on PBS about the founding of this city and how it was made and everything. And they estimated in the beginning 75,000 people. 75,000. Right now, as it sits, there's 300,000. It is the biggest footprint city in Florida. It rivals Chicago insofar as its footprint. And they're estimating another 250,000 people they want to accommodate in here. They're just mowing and flattening everything that's green and sticking houses in. And it's terrible. Everything is overtaxed and just overworked. It's bad. That's why we have so much problems when the hurricanes come in, because we can't get rid of the water fast enough. The more roads you make, the harder it is for the water to escape. It just runs off and pools up, and it doesn't go through the natural process of flowing down through the sand and everything and the soil. So bad. Let's see. Dave S. Good to see you, man. I like being naked, so less people, the better. Yep, there you go. Me too. I'll tell you what, man. I go outside every now and then late at night. I don't know why it happens, but I'll go outside to have a cigarette or something, and I'll be on the back of an eye, and I'll have to piss immediately. As soon as I walk out the door to sit back there, I got to go to the bathroom. So rather than go back in the house, I just sometimes open up the screen door and stick out there and let her go. And there's a neighbor right behind me here and right behind me there. And there's a neighbor over here and a neighbor over there. And I'm just glad I'm in the dock. I don't have a backyard light. But I'm telling you, man, I want to be able to piss on my own property when I want to. And I think we need that kind of room. You know, I don't want to live in a tenement building or a brownstone or something like that. I don't want all them people. I don't like people that much. People smell funny to me. America needs to shut down until we take care of the people here. Agreed and agreed. Can't agree any harder than that. Missy, Ashley, I just finished watching Jamie. Okay, we're talking about Jamie. Lester's a good guy, and Jamie, they're nice people, man. I can't imagine what it must be like for them insofar as they have a show. I mean, they have this farm. And Lester got famous off for those that don't know, I'm a Survivor got famous for the video that he made when he was returning back to his farm after Hurricane Harvey, was it? I forget which hurricane it was, but it was the one that slammed them, I don't know, a few years ago. And of course, you know, once you get YouTube famous, now you got to keep it up. So they have so many channels, and each one of them is running a channel and doing their own thing and this and that. And now they have increased so much that, you know, now people are donating to them and stuff, and you get used to the money that comes in. So you have to keep the material going, and it becomes a full-time job. And I'm really not sure that's something that I want to do on this channel. I mean, it'd be great to be famous and all that kind of shit. But to be honest, I kind of like the once a week thing. I kind of like if, you know, tonight Gutter can't be here. If I couldn't be here, no big deal. You guys didn't lose anything. So it's just the way it is. They say the world's population can fit into Los Angeles County. Sure it can. I've also heard it can fit into, like, you know, I don't know, like some really ridiculously small thing. But again, that's shoulder to shoulder, right? That's not livable space. That's just, this is how many people, and you could smash them all in and fit them in there like I don't know, like a pile of garbage, I guess. Human trash. That's not living. I think it takes roughly 2 acres of farming land, and I think 4 acres of ranching land for each individual person. I think that's what the number is. I'd have to look that up, but I know it was something pretty astounding. So when you take it into consideration, we're running on like 7 billion people on the planet. That's a lot of acreage you got to devote to the maintaining of food and water and all that kind of stuff that goes along with each individual. It's not as easy. It's not just as easy as they fit all in the state of Los Angeles or I mean the city of Los Angeles County. Hunting season, yeah, yeah, it's crazy. Ash, okay. What do we got here, Ashley? And I've noticed it here as well. It's major overload, yet they have more than a lot of Americans that have been here for generations. Get ready, people. We're going backward quick. Yes, indeed. Indeed. Yank, they tap into every fucking part of the system. That's why. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They do. They get into everything. Black sheepdog, let my people in. No. No. Your people are already here. And by that, I mean us Americans, my countrymen. I don't give a shit about anything else. I don't care about your religion, your race, your color, I don't care about none of that. Y'all can keep that shit to yourselves. I'm just happy to be an American and have American people around me and people that celebrate the same holidays I do. We speak a common language. We have a common idea of what the societal structure should be. And that's how it works. We try to keep out countries that want to invade us. Half the people come to my hospital do not speak one word of English. Yep, you're right, Mick. It's true. And listen, I'm not saying my family, my family lineage is French and Italian and some other mutt shit. And when they came here, and a lot of them came here during World War II, after World War II, they didn't speak a lick of English. But by their children, by the time my parents were, my parents, the second generation, there was no speaking the language from back home. It wasn't allowed in the house. And my grandparents learned how to speak English, and they spoke English. And they taught their children, you're in America, you speak English. Sorry, that's the way it goes. And everybody got along fine. I don't get what the big hubbub is about speaking a common language. When my son's father got cancer, I went to every local government entity for help and got nothing. But as I sat in tears, I saw many non-English speaking people go in and getting out checks handed. Oh boy. Oh boy. See, that's enough to make me go John Q. Public. You ever see that movie John Q. with Denzel Washington, where his kid needs an operation, but because he can't afford it, oh my God. Yeah. Enough to make me go crazy. Hispanic people are more conservative than you think. Oh, absolutely. I mean, conservative values, religion, the typical kind of pillars of conservatism. Yes, family, religion, fiscal, work hard. Yeah, yeah, I can see that, but they don't necessarily vote that way, which is kind of weird because they've been sold a lie. Again, it's the mean Republicans and racist people. David S., we won it fair and square. Yes, we did. We just certainly did. I challenge you, Yankee, to a duel. Okay, man. What do we stand back to back and draw our swords and shoot each other? How does that thing go? I forget how that thing went. Yeah. Exactly. Why our forefathers fought so hard to make this a country, and if you want to come, do it right in the legal way. Period. Just my ancestors did. But I mean, I kind of disagree, Ashley. I say stop it all. We don't need any more people. We don't. We don't need. What we need is incentives. We need incentives for nuclear families and couples who do it the right way and having children, raising good children and good societal members. We need incentives for those instead of incentives for single mothers so that they can keep being single mothers, so that the single and the dirtbag fathers we don't. No, those people get nothing. Nothing. You make bad decisions, you live with them. That's the way I feel about it. They did rule and it was still in effect for now. Okay. Okay, good. Title 42 is still in effect. Excellent. Thank you, Hal. Appreciate it. Sup, Dave? Work, flow, okay, I don't know. Okay. Dang, that's a good break there. I don't know what that means. Okay. Ashley says, friggin' horrible. And these people will do work for way less, taking away from good small businesses, etc. But then there's a lot that are attached to illegal shit. I don't know if they'll work for way less, man. I really don't. I mean, I've been in the trades, a tradesman. So, and I've had to work with a lot of guys from outside the country and or new immigrants, and nah, I don't think they work any cheaper. I mean, they may undercut. I'll tell you what they do. They do start a business off the books. They don't necessarily follow a lot of the licenses you may need and things like that. But when they start a business, they'll undercut because it doesn't cost as much for them to do their thing as it does for someone who has to pay insurance and workman's comp and all that kind of stuff, pay the licenses. So, yeah, I guess it is possible. Hey, Rooster, what's up, dude? How you guys are going? They're using gates in the border wall that are made for vehicles to pass through as legal points of entry. Laughing my fucking ass off. Yes, that's exactly what they're doing. They're opening those little Sally Port things to get the people through, and instead of sending them down a quarter of a mile or a half a mile or whatever it is to the actual legal entry point, they're taking them in through those. So this is what drives me crazy about this whole thing, right? Is that especially Texas, right? Everybody Texas, we kick ass in Texas and Texas this and Texas spirit and all this shit. Where the hell are all the Texans, man? Where are they all? Why aren't they going to the damn border with a fucking 3-foot piece of rubber hose? I want to know. Why aren't they doing it? What's stopping you? Oh, what are you going to get in trouble? Oh, BLM didn't get in trouble. You know why? Because there was a ton of them. That's why they couldn't keep all your faces. Wear some masks and go down to the border and start beating these people back over the Rio Grande River. And as soon as a cartel member fires a shot, there is National Guard there. There are Border Patrol there who will shoot back. And if they don't shoot back, then you bring some guns. People don't like when I say shit like this because it's true. You have to do something. You can't rely on a feckless, bloated, bureaucratic nightmare machine that doesn't have your best interest at heart to protect you from an fucking invasion. And people don't like this, that I'm saying the F word. Oh, well, too bad. I don't really care. It is what it is. Yeah, Hurricane Harvey. That's right, Missy. Let's see. Black, Tony G, Yankee, you should have joined the Strategic Eyes Discord so we can video chat. Yeah, man, here's the thing. I can barely run this, right? So if I got to go to something else like Discord, is that I got to download something or do something? Forget it. I'm out, I'm out. We'll keep it simple, stupid. You know what I mean? For me, I'm stupid. I can't do that. I'm a dope with a phone and I can barely run this computer. Without Gigi here, I'd be lucky if I could put the link up, speaking of that, how do I do that? Okay, let me see here. I appeared because I'm a moron. And let's see. I think I have to do no. Wait a minute. Sorry. Let's try this again. Okay. Invite. Copy. Okay, so it's copied. Sorry, guys. Please bear with me. I don't know what I'm doing. And then we'll go YouTube. See, I even finger peck. Next. And better. See if I can find that. Sorry, guys. And I'm not working with two screens, so I can't even see what you guys are doing. I got to wait for this thing to load. Yeah, waiting. Just waiting. Did I even do it in the right spot? I didn't even do it in the right spot. Oh. I did. What do you know? Okay, let's see. Live. 222. Yep, that's this one. So let's open it. Sorry, guys. Again, you're seeing me show my ass to the whole world right now, and I am sorry, but it is what it is. And then I gotta wait for the chat to load up, and then I gotta add it in and link it. Okay, let's see. Say something. Paste. I think that's it. There's the 3 dots. Try to get those and pin message. Message pin. Ta-da! Yeah, kind of knew what the hell he was doing there for a second. Did I do it, guys? Is it there? Someone please tell me it's there. Let me get down to the bottom here. Let me get down to the bottom. Is Gigi in the comments? I don't know if she is. Okay, I see it here. I see it here. Is it pinned? I got it. It's pinned. Cool. Right on. All right, guys. So the link is there. If anybody wants to come into the show, you know how that goes. You just hit the link and come on in, and we could talk about some stuff. So I wanted to give once again, if you're interested in some good border footage and some hardworking guy down there, you could check out First. That's 1ST Responder Media, and he's got some great live streams and some good videos on there. He's got other shit too, and it's a pretty good channel. One thing I'd like to talk about also is, if someone's interested, is how we passed the $1.7 trillion stimulus omnibus funding bill, whatever the hell it is. What a fucking nightmare it is, boy. Unbelievable. There's some great video up there. I may try to pull that up and see if I can play that. Let me see. Whoop, hold on. Hold on. If I do present, what does that do? Video, file, slides, extras, share. Okay, that shares screen. Let me see what happens if I share the screen. Starting with 2 more. Oh boy. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do it. Cancel that. Okay, if you want to see some interesting shit, man, there's a dude from Texas, and again, we're talking Texas, so that's pretty cool. His name is Chip Roy, and he is a Republican representative, and he goes on some mad rants against what they did for this spending bill and how it was jammed through. See, Congress has until September to come up with a spending bill. That's when it's supposed to come to the floor to be discussed so that they can have time to do everything. They have like 9 months, 10 months to make this bill. And then instead, what they do is they wait till the last minute, and then they do a continuing resolution to push it ahead. And then they make this thing a monstrosity, 4,500 pages, 1.7 trillion, stuff, all kinds of shit in there. It drops at 1 p.m. Or 1 a.m. at night. Everybody wants to disappear and go home for the holidays, and they have to vote on it. And most of them are voting, getting on their planes, flying away, voting by proxy, which is a lie as well on this thing. And no one knows what the hell is in it. So it's really bad. It's really bad for the country, and you should really take a look at Chip Roy. All you have to do, Chip Roy and Forbes, I think it is. And there's a few videos of him talking about this process, and he's ranting and raving. Do you know that our government, for silly shit right now, I know it's nothing compared to what they're spending, but we spent $118,000 to figure out if a guy like Thanos, the bad guy in the Marvel Avengers movies, can actually snap his fingers in a metal glove. That's your government at work. That is not a lie. That is not BS. Rand Paul talks about that one, and how we spent $118,000 to have some guy wear a fucking metal glove and see if his sound actually snapped when he snapped his fingers. This is your tax money at work, people. You know, this is what's going on. It's crazy. It's cool, and I am not down for it. Wait a minute, what's this say? The pin in the link in the comments after the show. Pin the link in the comments after the show. Did I wait? It's not at the. Well, hold on. I'll figure this out. Could be wrong. Let me look on my phone. On my phone. Mofongo. Anybody ever have mofongo? I think it's a Puerto Rican dish. It's really good. It's really, really good. Let's see. Yep, no, it's pinned at the top. Right there. Boop. In the comments. Or in the chat section. So cool. I did it. I made it happen. 750 million for red flag laws. Oh, that's the other thing. Yeah, massive gun control within it. So yeah, in that bill, nobody seems to care about that. I mean, is it red flag laws specifically, or is it all kinds of other crazy shit too? You know, like banning assault weapons and assault rifles and the black scary ones and which is racist. I don't know. You know, they're just going to move right down to assault weapons, period, and or assault, and that'll be pistols and everything else. So, okay, I don't know what that is. That has nothing to do with it. I wanted every person's opinion on that fucking omnibus bill. I watched Roy on the Senate floor. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, oh yeah, he's a senator. Yeah, okay. Man, he was smoking people left and right. Man, that dude come out for lying. Good for him. Chip Roy from Texas. Absolutely. That's man. Keep an eye on him. If he's able to keep that up, he might have a voice higher than where he currently sits. We'll see though. Yeah, when they fuck around till December. Exactly. Like you know, it blows my mind. They have these rules, right? They're supposed to do this stuff in a timely manner, and they never get to. Like Chip Roy was even talking about how the Zelensky show where he came and addressed Congress and everything like that was perfectly timed to give 18 Republicans reason to vote for the bill. So these Republicans sided with the Democrats on this crazy bill that they knew was timed poorly in a lame duck session when the Congress is going to be flipping, or the House is going to be flipping. The House controls the purse strings. So the lame duck House of Representatives is going to be flipping next month, I think, next month or the month after. And then the new party is going to come in and have control, but they had to pass this bill now. And they did it under the excuse that when they were doing it, we don't want to have a continuing resolution. We don't want to just fund it till they get control of the House. We want the whole thing passed. And what did they do? They had to wind up, because Biden can't sign it in time. There's a continuing resolution. So this shit's crazy, man. Rand Paul is the only one to take serious. Yeah, David S., I'm with you. Rand is. I like Rand for president, man, but he's just a little too short, in my opinion. He's a little too short. He has a little bit of little man syndrome, which could be okay, you know, dependent. But he is absolutely probably the most level-headed, honest broker in Congress that I can see. But then again, this Chip Roy guy is kind of impressing me with what he's been saying. So we'll see. I don't know. What? I don't know what. Yankee, the page you were talking about. Oh, yeah, I'll link. Okay, yeah, I will link that to the comments when I'm done, the regular comment section. Thank you, Missy, for clearing that up. I apologize. Nobody wants to come in, huh? Okay. Wow, just goes to show how deluded our country is, all blinded by Hollywood and the easy feel-good idiot, superficial to our country. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Holly Weird, man. Everything's run out of Holly Weird. Yankee made yourself a moderator to post links to YouTube videos in chat. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Do we? Do we? Say something.
I'm here.
Hey!
Frog voice and all. Sorry, but this is as good as it's going to get.
That's okay. We missed you. Thank God you're here. I was floundering. Did you see me? I was
Well,
water.
no, I thought you were doing good, but Kayla tried everything, but she couldn't. It was fuck. I just said, fuck it. I grabbed Marvin's computer and I'm on it. So I'll figure out what the fuck's going on. I seriously think it has something to do with my new earbuds that I got for Christmas. I'll make Matthew come over and fix it.
There you go. Right on. Tony G has a pretty good point here. He said if we make someone a moderator, they can post links to YouTube videos in the chat. That's not a bad idea. I think about it. What do you think about that? We kind of had a thing in the beginning that we were a little against moderators, correct? For the whole power trip shit.
Really? We got we have 19 people. You don't think we can moderate these little bastards?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Not for moderation, but someone who is tech savvy. I could say, like I said, go see First Responder Media, and then they could post a link in the chat. You know what I mean?
Right. Shit, and they have more brains than we do. Like probably
exactly.
Tony.
Exactly. Tony, you want to be a moderator?
And then he could fix our fuck ups. Maybe. We're pretty good at fucking up.
We might have to start paying them or something.
So how is
my scary rifles in a boating accident? Yes.
How is the volume?
Good. You're coming in very clear. It's a little echoey, but you're okay.
Okay.
It's just tinny sounding because it's not a microphone, is it?
No, it's on the laptop. And I'm afraid to plug that piece of shit in because I'm afraid it'll fuck something else. I don't know what's fucking up. Like,
right.
If I look at my computer right now, it looks like the microphone's working. But as soon as you go on to StreamYard, it's not working.
That's weird.
So I don't know. And I'm not techie enough to fucking figure this shit out.
I know, me neither. I wish I was, kid. I'd help you out, but you know me.
I'm not whining. I'll figure it out. I'll just have to get really pissed off, and I may figure it out by saying, "Okay, I need a new computer."
Right. Hell 9000 says, "Wait until people figure out red flag laws are not specific to guns. Wait until they start coming for your cars or anything else that can be used as a weapon." That's a good point. Pretty soon, the words, red flag words. Those are coming. Mark my words.
Yep.
Those are coming. Turn it in, sheepdog. Little man syndrome. Yeah. Yeah, I think Rand Paul does. There she is. That's right. Thank God Gigi bail out the yank. Because he don't know what the fuck.
I don't know if that's what I'm doing. Trust me, my throat feels like I'm drowning fast. I'm just keep sucking down the tea with like 47 pounds of honey. And I actually thought about putting a shot of whiskey in there because I'm telling you, I don't feel bad. It's just my throat. And then once the mic wasn't working, of course, then I got stressed out and it was like, fuck. I hate that shit.
Thank you, Ashley. I appreciate that. I was doing great. Thank you. Ashley also says, "Got a girl. Hope you and your family had a great Christmas." I'm sure everybody's hoping Gutter had a great Christmas.
Thank you. And I did. Actually, before the night's over, I'll actually show y'all a picture that we took. I fretted over some stupid fucking Christmas pajamas that I never got, that I ordered over 3 weeks ago. But it made me mad because we were all going to be the same, and then they didn't show up. So I was really pissed, but it's okay. We'll figure it out. Maybe I'll keep them for next year and we'll have another grandbaby that's like that age.
Yeah. David S says Tony won't let my comments post. He's horrible. So no, Tony can't be a moderator.
Tony,
no, I'm kidding.
He won't.
I'm kidding. I know.
He won't. Tony knows.
He said it was funny. Give it to Gigi to bring on the fuckity fuck at a girl.
That's right. I'm all about it.
Nice. Can you take this over for a minute? I want to light a cigar. Can you?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I was going to suggest to put a little lemon in that tea with honey.
I did.
Okay.
I did put a lemon in it, and then it was also what do I want to say? It was a lemon ginger tea.
Good.
So I think the ginger is supposed to be good for you too, even though I don't like the taste of it in my tea. I'll just deal with it because that's why every time I take a drink of it, that's why I put 4 pounds of fucking honey in there.
I gotcha.
So I'm used to using my mouse, right?
Mm-hmm. You don't have a mouse?
My mouse on my, for my computer.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now I'm using Marvin's laptop. So I keep rolling this mouse around trying to get it to work to highlight the comments, and it's not working. I couldn't figure out why. Duh.
Oh.
Okay, well, I got to figure it out now. Okay. I need a shot of D. Whoa. I'm going to say you meant vitamin D.
Could be.
Yeah, get some American honey whiskey. I don't drink liquor, but that shit's good. Really, Ash? Not much of a drinker either. I mean, I do it for Tuesday nights or whatever, but I'm not a huge drinker. Oh, I can't do Alka-Seltzer. Missy, I can't even smell that shit. Ugh.
A what?
Alka-Seltzer.
Oh.
Ugh. I don't know what it is about it, but it makes me hurl every time.
Does it have a smell?
I don't know what it is.
Oh, okay. I'm like, I don't think they smell like anything. Maybe they do.
It makes me hurl as soon as I get it close to me. Don't know why. I saw your pics. Y'all look great. Oh, we look fucking tired. Dude, we were I was exhausted. I'd had like 2 hours sleep, I think. I was tired. And we're all kind of dealing with this sickness, even the grandbaby. My granddaughter, she's got it too. She actually had it pretty bad, poor girl.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. And my daughter's got it. Huh?
When kids are sick, it's tough. It's tough to watch them be sick.
Yeah,
they don't understand it,
Yeah. Well, and Aiden, she's 12, so she gets it, but the baby definitely is like, what the hell?
Yeah.
David says he's a ginger. And Ashley said, I swear by Theraflu. Oh. Medicine teas, adding honey, etc. Oh, maybe if I added honey, I might be able to handle it, Ash. Really helps me when my throat's a mess. And that's what it is. I don't really feel like bad. It's just like now I know what my mom went through with her hoarseness before they diagnosed her and all that shit. Then my cousin always she gets hoarse every freaking year. And it always sounded like she was struggling to talk. And now I know she was. Now I know every year that's what she's doing. Sorry, Sonia.
Yeah. Did you know that, like I was never a fan, but I know who they are. You know the guys from Jackass?
Yeah.
You ever watch that? Okay. You know that guy, Steve-O? Well, he's one of the Jackass guys.
Yeah.
He talks like this for some reason.
Yes.
And it sounds like I don't understand what I mean.
But I couldn't imagine having to. It feels like he's just going, as hard as he can to get any voice to come out. I don't know what he did to it or anything else, but there are some people that speak like that it just sounds like it's so difficult. I would never talk. I would never talk.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure it's something straining on those vocal cords.
Yeah.
I'm sure because it's all, I mean, your vocal cords they're like fucking guitar strings. I mean, they are. That's how you get the sounds going and the humming. No, sorry.
Are we going there? Are we going there?
We might as well go there. Hell, it's a good coder.
Yeah, there you go. Nice.
Okay.
Except when you get a haircut there.
Okay. They have it in tablets as well, but you drink it. Yeah. Yeah, it's like NyQuil. I can't drink NyQuil either. I'm really bad with medicine. I always bitch because my granddaughter don't like medicine, but I'm just as bad. If I can taste that shit, it's like, no, I can't drink. Can't do it. Okay, Tony. Eric Cartman. That must be a side joke. Okay, or side conversation. Yeah, honeys do have a good. What Wasp had said earlier that honeys have antibiotic properties, and yeah, that's kind of why I like honey so much. I wish my granddaughter would go for it more, but she always gags and this, that, and the other thing. When you give her honey, how do you not like honey? It's like
it's powerful.
Sweet.
Honey. Yeah, I didn't like it as a kid either. I can't.
Oh my God, I couldn't get enough. It was
very powerful tasting. What I had to do was, what my mother had to do was water it down, and that got me used to the flavor. You know, because kids with the powerful flavor stuff, they don't really go for. But when you get older, you kind of broccoli's not bad and cauliflower's not bad, and you know what I mean. You can put up with the shit.
I do have to say, my grandma, she used to just gross me out when she would, like, it'd be the last bit of jelly in the jar or peanut butter or whatever, and it'd literally be a teaspoon full of whatever it was, and she would eat that shit, the whole thing, and I was just like, Grandma. She died with diabetes. I can't imagine why.
You know what I tried? Speaking of honey, I tried bee pollen. Have you ever tried that? It's granules.
No, you know what? I've been gonna.
Oof. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's not bee pollen. It's royal bee jelly, and it's not jelly. It's dried. And they're big. It is the most disgusting shit I've ever tried in my entire life. You're supposed to pour like 2 teaspoons in water and stir it up. Well, it doesn't really stir up in water. It's weird shit. I don't know what it is, but it's royal bee jelly. And it's supposed to be super good for you.
Precarious substance.
Of a what?
I said the name makes me think it's a precarious substance.
It could be. It could be. I think it's actually just, I think what it is, excuse me, I think it's a certain type of honey that is fed strictly to the queen. And in the event the queen dies, I believe that can turn a regular bee into a queen bee when it's in the cell, you know, when it's growing and they feed them. I think, I'm not sure. It has some wild properties to it. And some girl tried to get me turned on to it. She's like, yeah, put the drink there. Oh my God. It was so disgusting. It was gross.
Yeah, I can't.
Anyway.
I have a hard time with that kind of shit. Vocal fry.
Yeah, but even if you look at Steve O, he has vocal fry, obviously. But he also, his face turns red as he's trying to speak, as though it doesn't want to come out or through his larynx and vocal cords, which is very weird. I don't know if that's part of vocal fry.
I agree with Ash. No, he has I'm pretty certain he's traumatized his vocal cords from the weird shit that he stuck down his throat over the years. There is no doubt in my mind that shit went on. That dude is fucking weird.
Yeah, I know into that. that let's just be jackasses. I've
Sucking
never
dick.
understood that. It was never a thing. So what?
Tony said it's from sucking dick.
Oh, could be. Well, sucking the wrong dick, apparently.
Yeah. I agree, Sugar Britches. It hurts my throat to listen to Alex Jones talk too. I constantly.
What do you mean?
People like that. I
Return
want
of
to
the Frogs
cough.
gay.
Well, I want to cough
Huh?
for them. Like that whole like if
Mm.
somebody talks and they have like shit in their throat, I'm just like, cough, god damn it. Just cracks.
Clear
Yeah,
that shit out.
Yeah.
You know what else I don't like? I don't like when someone sounds like they have spit in their mouth all the time. You know what I mean?
No.
Like I can imagine what Nancy Pelosi must be like in real life. Well, she's always sucking on her teeth.
Yeah.
Ah,
Or drunk.
get away from me.
It's that whole drunk thing. I love
Sometimes, you know, the thing.
You know the thing.
Yeah, you know, the thing.
Yeah,
So did
I
you
was
hear
a
any-
smoker.
Oh, go ahead.
Ash said she has a really deep voice and she's a smoker. So she said she sounds like an old Captain Grandma in the mornings. I know. Oh, COPD Grandma in the mornings. Yeah, I know. My throat has cleared up somewhat but I still partake in other things that may not necessarily help with.
I don't know what you're talking about. Tell
Well-
me what you're talking about. Share.
Well, it could be a few different things. I said it has a tendency to, not help with a clear throat. Jams it up a bit.
What's going on with your picture? I noticed that our pictures are the same size, but there's like a big old black line on one side. What is that?
Because this is my closet door.
I got you. Okay. Your camera's not
and it's
turned
not
the same way.
even. Yeah, now it's not even because my other one, and I don't want to close it down because my other shit's back there. And I should
Gotcha.
post the link. Maybe I'll post the
No,
link and then I can
What link?
to our
Post it.
channel.
I already
Twitch
did.
stream.
It's already there. It's
Here.
pinned. I did it.
Okay, well, fuck, damn. Look
I
at
did
you over there. Okay.
I know, right? I'm proud.
Damn.
I know what the hell I'm doing.
Okay, so I can shut this one and then I can move this. It's gonna get darker though, I think. Okay. There. Right? Yeah. No. I don't know.
No, it's all
Fuck,
black
dude.
on the. It's all right.
It's just because it shows more of the the computer.
No, it's fine. I didn't know if the camera was like half covered or something. Because I can't see well enough to know what the hell I'm looking at. So, I mean, I see you. I always see you. You're beautiful.
Oh,
No.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank
No,
you.
thank you. Thank you for
I
always
dyed
showing
my
up,
hair.
looking good. It looks great.
Look, instead of dyeing my hair, I should have been figuring out my fucking audio. I didn't realize it was an issue.
We come. Yeah, just let
I
it go.
was so
It was
pissed.
just funny. I know you were, and I the hard part was I had no idea what you were saying you were gonna do on your end. I'm like, huh, and then
Well,
you disappear,
I
and I'd
mean-
be like, well, I guess she's gone now.
Well, and even when we were late connecting because I was the dumb fuck that didn't text you, you still got on there and we would have had plenty of time. However, I'm standing here with the fucking clip on the top of my head like this because my hair's not completely straightened. And Yank's telling me he can't hear me. I'm like, no, motherfuck. So
I
that's
know.
when okay, I got it. It was
But
like,
look at you. You got it
Punt.
figured out.
I did. I just had to punt. That's what I had to do.
That's all. Sometimes you got to back up and punt.
That's right. And that's what I did. And then, punt and see you next Tuesday and all that good shit. It's all runs together. So, okay.
I want to know what Ashley's talking about here.
Called me the fat one from South Park.
No. Ashley,
Whoa.
the next one. I just put it up.
Gutter,
Gutter.
you know what I do? Put it in my son's juice. He doesn't even know it.
Oh, okay. No, I thought I was going down the completely wrong place with that.
Oh, the honey? Well, I would,
Yeah.
but my granddaughter's 12. Trust me, that hag, she's got the fucking taste of, she knows. If it's not meat or a vegetable, she knows.
Yeah, that went somewhere completely weird in my mind for some reason because I can't read things correctly.
Well, I'm glad I had Ashes back then.
Yeah, definitely. Oop, I made that go away by accident. Sorry.
But the raw unfiltered honey. Yeah. And that's the other thing is you got to have it from your area too, if you really want to help you regarding allergies and that sort of stuff. Spoon of honey a day is good for you. Vinegar also. I agree, David. Apple cider vinegar, a couple tablespoons of that a day. It's good for you.
I don't know if you guys are even curious or not, but if you want, on my Yankee Redneck New Hampshire, Yankee_Redneck NH channel, I have where I make an Italian salad out of tomatoes, cucumbers, red onions, and I mix white vinegar, balsamic vinegar, and apple cider vinegar in this, and a couple other things that you might want to check out the recipe on, because if you like it, you put it in the fridge. It lasts for almost a week in the fridge. But once it starts to break down, the apple cider vinegar is really good for your digestive gut.
Mm-hmm.
You will take a great morning stroll if you eat this stuff. It's good for you. And I make it usually every couple of weeks. So you can see it. It's like a three or four short videos. It's real easy to make, but it's good. You should give it a try if you like.
And what's it called, Yank?
It's like Yank's Italian salad.
Okay.
Yankees Italian salad, something like that. But yeah, there's like 3 or 4 videos, and they're all like 2 minutes long or so, just showing you the different things. It's real easy to make, but it's good. It's really good.
God damn it! I keep trying to use my mouse.
My mouse.
David said he loves bee vomit. Ugh.
Yeah.
Acid reflux can cause that too. Oh, fuck. What did I miss? Acid reflux can cause that too.
Probably the voice thing. I'm guessing.
Oh, yeah. Well, if everybody wasn't sick around here, then that's what I would think. You know, I think maybe it was something else, but everybody's been sick. So it's pretty obvious that's what I'm having. I know what I did. I picked it up from them.
She's got the vid, folks.
Well, not really, but because I'm not the one night though I did end up getting sick, but it was because I ate. And I was lazy and didn't bake anything. I got something from the bakery, and I think it gave me food poisoning.
Food poisoning. Oh, that was one of the sickest I've ever been in my entire life. Was the time I had E. coli. Whew.
Fucking shit will knock you on your ass, man. It'll make you feel pretty
literally. I was pooping blood for 3 days. I had a fever. I had throwing up. I couldn't eat anything. I was delirious, and I wouldn't go to the hospital because I didn't know what was wrong, and I had no health insurance. So finally, after day 3, I went, and I had my buddy drop me off there, and they immediately admitted me after. They're like, "Yeah, can you give us a sample in this little?" They give me those little, like pee in a cup kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "A sample of what?" And they're like, "Whatever stool you have." I'm like, "It's not stool." They're like, "What do you mean?" I said, "It's blood." "Oh, we still need a sample." So I had to go in the bathroom and try to line that thing up and just eke out a little, because when you're that sick, it's explosive. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to eke out.
You're shitting all over yourself.
I almost did, but I didn't. I managed to keep it in the cup and give it to him, and it was just a cup of blood, And they're like, oh, "Get this guy in a room," And it was, I think I was in there for almost a week. And that was the only time in my life, being in the hospital, that I had a nurse come in, and she said, "Oh, nobody's come in to see you?" I said, "No." She said, "Would you like a back rub and a sponge bath?" And I was like, Yes, please. And it was awesome. I can't tell you how awesome it is to lie in a bed when you're feeling crappy and have someone just give you a sponge bath and talk nice to you and then rub your back. It was awesome. She was pretty cute. I wonder if she was hitting on me. Is that a nurse thing? Are they supposed to do that?
No,
never had
Evo, and you know they're not Yank.
So she wasn't supposed to.
You know the job skills of a nurse. Yeah, hello, come on.
Well, I'm being 100% absolutely serious when I said that's what she said and that's what she did. There was no happy ending at the end of it, but she did give me a sponge bath and a back rub. She was very, very nice. I don't know why. That was weird. Okay, I guess they're not supposed to do that. I should have asked for a tuggy then.
Damon said I look like I shrunk. Yay, fuck, I'm using Marv's computer from here on out. That's it.
Nice. All right, you peckerhead's not going to come on here tonight. Is that what's going on here?
Where the fuck is Bobby?
I don't know. I haven't Chief. I haven't seen Blunt Man. Oh, hey Donna, good to see you. Yeah, man. We got a few people missing, but we got 20 watching, so that's always cool.
Fly came in earlier. Where is he now?
He said he forgot it was Tuesday, so he probably made plans.
It's pretty obvious he knew it was Tuesday once he said he forgot it was Tuesday. So where is he?
I know. I don't know. Where's Rick? He ain't been around here either. Where's Lee? Lee B. She hasn't been around. Where's what's her name? Oh, geez. Jen G. She ain't been around.
I don't know.
I don't know either. I guess these people.
But you know what? I haven't seen those guys in quite a while. But Bobby and Fly Crew.
Well, Bobby's allowed to take a week off every now and then. He's here all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you make up the rule books?
I do sometimes.
No.
Sometimes.
No.
No? Does everything have to go to committee? Hi, Shaz. Good to see you. Thank you for lurking. I appreciate it.
We're a little like the government. And yes, it does. Where do you see Shaz? At the bottom?
Right.
Shaz, are you on bottom? Hi, Gigi. Hi, Yank. Yay! Hi, Shaz. Hey, Shaz, I was going to tell you, I really have a message going back to you on Instagram, and I've just never, I didn't finish it.
Never hit send.
Yeah, but it really was actually saying we're doing good. Hope you have a Merry Christmas. La 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 la. So in case I never get that sent until 3 weeks after Christmas, now you know why.
There you go.
But I hope you had a good Christmas.
Yep.
Okay. Where the hell were we here? See, it just feels like there's somebody in there itching it.
I beg your pardon?
Somebody's in there. I don't know. And it's not like a good tickle. It's like they got, I don't know, something that makes you itchy, scratchy, like not good.
Yeah, no, I understand. That's awful.
Exile them. I agree, here? Tony.
What do you say?
Okay, bottom.
Oh, exile them. Nah. Yeah, but you guys are mean. People don't have to show up here. If they do, they do.
Bobby. I have Bobby's phone number. He better just fucking straighten out and fly right.
Well, how about this? Because he's always here and tonight he's not. Let's hope Bobby's okay. I saw Bobby made a post that he's set up a new
something bad.
Well, I'm just saying because he's normally always here, so let's hope he is okay, right?
Well, I don't think nothing bad. Don't put that shit out there. I don't think nothing bad. Don't put that shit out there.
Man, stop telling me what to do, man. You want to fight?
Come on, fucker. Come on.
Come on. Come on. I saw a post that he made that he was building his new area for his streams and shit.
Yeah, did you see that? How did you see that?
I did.
How did you see that?
Well, it was on, and it put it up as a community thing. I'm sub to him. I'm sub on YouTube.
I thought it was just on Facebook. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no. Still not doing the Facebook thing. So did you hear any of the stuff we were talking about? I gave that I did watch some of the first responder media that you talked about regarding the border thing. And
did you watch it?
I watched some of it. Yeah, I watched how they were opening it up and letting people in the quarter-mile long line and shit. And bad. I don't know what to think about that shit, man.
Dude, I think it's pretty. It's pretty shady.
I know what to think.
It shows how much that we're all needed down there. Let me tell you that right now.
Yeah. Well, that's why I went out and I was challenging the people who live in Texas. Like, get your ass to the border. You know, kind of like Arnold Schwarzenegger said to himself in that Mars movie there. Get your ass to Mars. Get your ass to Mars. Mm-hmm. What the hell was that movie?
The fuck I can't remember.
What, are you not paying attention?
No, I got shit falling, man.
Oh.
I got shit falling on my toes. Okay.
Shit falling.
I got shit falling. I told you, man. Everything went to shit when my mic wasn't working.
Good. That's not good.
Okay. So.
Wasp says, if y'all make me sick, I won't be happy. Well, we ain't gonna make
it's okay.
Sick.
I washed my hands before I came. Wasp.
There you go.
Do you want me to wear a mask? What, Wasp? You want me to wear a mask?
Ashley, I'm in a little hidey hole having a smoke. Maybe I'll join in a few. Oh, cool. Right on, Ash. Nice. Missy, Total Recall. She wins the second booby prize for tonight. Yes, Total Recall. Got your ass to Mars. Yes, Total Recall. Donna C got it too. Flat-chested female. Total Recall. Good job. Maybe Bobby B has no power. Hit New Hampshire pretty hard. The storm. Yes. Oh, maybe. Yeah, maybe he's got no power. That could be it too.
Well, he hasn't answered me back yet. That doesn't make me feel very good. Usually he's Johnny on it.
Is he really?
If I text him,
yeah,
he's usually right on it.
You get all these side relationships. I'm getting jealous. I thought you were supposed to be my wife.
They like me best.
I guess they do. Somebody even said that too. Fuck
Tony.
Black sheepdog Tony G.
Tony loves me. Tony loves me.
Tony and Goddard sitting in a tree. Sitting in the internet in a chat room.
Tony said he's got a phone. Screw that. No excuses. That's right.
There you go.
We don't get out trophies for nothing around here, motherfuckers.
That's right. He has power because I'm in Connecticut and I have power. Okay, that Missy's right around the corner, so that's a good point. Did you hear that another where was it? Was it Washington State? Fuck, where was it? Well, maybe it was Oregon. Another transformer was attacked. Did you hear anything about that? Yeah, another one.
I didn't hear anything.
So far, though, it didn't seem to cause any power outages, but it was on Christmas Day, and someone attacked another power station. You know how they did, I don't know, a week ago or something, 2 weeks ago. Someone did it again. So, actually, I think there was 3 of them within a local area, and they're trying to see if they were connected or not, but it didn't cause any major problems.
How much you want to bet it's them fucking idiots that were doing the same bullshit in Portland 2 years ago when they were trying to fucking burn down the city and everything else and burn, loot, and murder and all that. How much you want to bet it's the same type of people that are doing that same type of shit?
It's gotta be. It's gotta be, right? Because that's not a right-wing sort of thing to do.
Yeah, they're just not going to do it.
No.
Because here's how a conservative is immediately going to think about the people that it does put out. It's not going to put out to the ones that it's not going to, it's going to put out to those citizens that, it's going to be an issue for. So, yeah.
No, that's just not a right-wing sort of thing to do. That's a lefty. I hate electricity. I'm going to show you Green New Deal, fucking, kind of fucking crap. It's got to be. And if I'm wrong, hey, I'm wrong. And I'll say I'm wrong. But until proven wrong, I'm thinking I'm right on that one. What else has been going on? There's really been so much and yet so little that
the Carrie Lake thing, I see that whole court thing's over. I think she lost and she's appealing it or whatever regarding that election bullshit or whatever it was. I'm no news person here, so I don't be fucking giving me a strike on my motherfucking channel.
Right. Man, when I saw, what the hell's going on here? Okay. When I saw that she was going to do I'm going to sue and see you in court, and I don't think that and I know that they're counting on it, right? That's what they're counting on. I'm election rigging weary now. I don't want to hear it anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's like when she said, rather than just, okay, did you lose, lady? Well, not by 75,000 or whatever the votes it was. I'm like, that's a lot of votes. That's not a little number. That's a big number for your state. So I'm like, are you being one of them calling, what was it? The kid who cried wolf kind of thing too much? I don't know. I just know I'm a little weary of the narrative of everything's fake and everything's phony and don't trust anything. And I'm not saying it's not right. I'm just saying I'm weary.
You know what? We tried doing it your fucking laid back way of just not saying anything and just don't fucking make any waves. And that fucking shit didn't work. So now we're going to do it our way. And we are going to every fucking time this wheel is even remotely needs changed, we're going to squeak that bitch.
You know what else didn't work?
Marvin?
You know what other way didn't work? Okay, my way didn't work. You know what other way didn't work either? Your way.
Well, the whole squeaky wheel way did work, because look at the Democrats.
What about them? What about them?
They've gotten everything they've wanted by squeaking the fucking wheel.
Oh, yeah, but that works for them.
No. That attitude right there is exactly what's gotten us here. Well, that worked for them. That fucking won't work for us. Fuck that. Yes, it will, motherfucker. It will.
Will it? You sure?
It will. Fuck yes.
You sure? Will. How about maybe personality-wise, conservatives and liberals are completely different in how they will interact and get off their fucking ass.
Yep. Well, maybe how we need to change about just sitting back and going, oh, don't do that. Don't fucking get into there. Don't fall for their shit. Yeah, no.
Mm-hmm.
No, maybe it's time to get pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
Until we get pissed off, we're just going to keep fucking letting them ride the wave. Fuck that.
Well, this is why I say play to conservative strength, and the conservatives will get off their ass and fight a fucking war, right? Where are Texans? Go down to the border and start beating people with rubber hoses back over the Rio Grande.
It can't just be Texans. It's got to be all of us.
It should start with Texans. It's their fucking state.
With all of us.
It should start with Texans.
It should start with every fucking one of us. None of us get a fucking point fingers if we ain't down there doing that shit.
I'm not pointing fingers.
You know what's really cool is that first responder media is down there really showing. It's not some fucking news media outlet. This is just your normal Joe Blow down there with a fucking, I don't know, 45,000 subs or some shit like that. And he's showing what is really going on. And that shit, it ain't going to stop till somebody's down there to stop it. And it's not going to be our government. I'm telling you that right now. They ain't stopping shit.
I agree. It should be, buddy. But let's face it, everybody not gonna, because everybody don't have to look at it. But Texas looks bad because Texas talks big shit all the time about being Texas. And Texas don't do shit about nothing.
Well, I don't see none of us doing it. So it's hard for me to call kettle black when my ass ain't out there fucking doing it. So I got it.
Florida's doing shit.
Huh?
Florida's doing shit. Florida's protecting Florida.
Oh, I don't know. I think you're going to find, if you fucking looked around, your population has fucking risen quite a bit. And it ain't the ones that are documented that's fucking made them rise. I'll guarantee you. I'm sure you got lots of fucking street sleepers.
No.
Well,
Most of the people that have come into the state are from other states that are being overly taxed. I mean, I'm not saying they're Republicans. I'm saying they're people fleeing liberal policy cities that have moved to Florida. That's the majority of the influx. Hey, don't get me wrong. We do have our street shitters and our street sleepers and our fucking can't speak Englishes and all that problem too. But we are doing something about it. We're trying our best. We're actually like DeSantis, he don't really fuck around with stuff like that. He doesn't play that game. Like,
what has he done? He sent a couple thousand to fucking Martha's Vineyard or something. What else has he done?
That's a good question. I think he's rejected a lot of the states, a lot of the federal government busing people to our state. I think. Actually, you know something? You're right. I shouldn't speak on that if I can't speak intelligently and give you examples.
Well, I just think that we are so used to trying to find that place to feel like there's a fighting chance. And I think that's what you're doing, Yank. And I don't fucking blame you. Again, it comes down to that whole light at the end of the tunnel. If you don't have a light, if you ain't got something to look forward to know that, you're fighting for something, then it's a little hard to keep fighting. So I think that it's not a bad attitude. I just think we have to be real. I think we have to be really real now because hiding our fucking head in the sand, we can't be ostriches any longer. We really have to fucking stand up and pay attention now. And not just pay attention, but start. It's time.
Okay. Fly Cruz says something here. Now he's a Texan. He's a Texan now. Yeah, it's our whole country too. Easy to say Texas should do something. Why does Texas have to pay for the choices of the country? Okay, that's fine. Why should the people in South Carolina be the first ones to fight the people coming from fucking whatever country you want to name landed on the shores of South Carolina? Because they're fucking there. That's why. They're there. Just like when if I may, just like with the Bundy standoff, right? It was the people who were local that stood up for the Bundys against the Bureau of Land Management. And once the word got out, everybody from around the country joined the Bundy rebellion. So there were people from all different parts of the country that packed up and went down there. They saw what was happening.
You're missing the whole point.
Okay, go ahead.
Bundy didn't live in Oregon. Bundy lived in Idaho. Bundy came from Idaho to Oregon. So he actually traveled, and he's not from Oregon. He's from Idaho.
That's the second part of it. I'm talking about the first one where it was the first standoff with the BLM over where the cattle could graze, and there was some kind of endangered turtle or some shit, and they were going to shoot the Bundy's fucking cattle that have had land right use for 200 years. And then people, it was a southern state. I think it was what, Arizona or fucking New Mexico, California. It was down there when that shit first kicked off. And then it wound up going further up north to that secondary place where Finicum was killed and all that shit.
Yeah, but that
right?
wasn't from that. That wasn't from that. That was a
Yes,
whole
it was.
different...
It was all connected.
No.
Wasn't it?
No.
Okay, maybe I'm mistaken. I'm sorry.
No. It was that was two separate situations, and Bundy just happened to fall into the one. Shit,
Okay.
they were like fucking 18, 20 months apart or something. They were a long ways apart. So
yes, you're right.
So
you're right.
But my point is, Bundy fucking came from wherever it was he had to come from to get that shit taken care of. The shit that happened with Bundy in Nevada.
Was it Nevada? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he lives in Idaho. He's fucking originally from, my point is that it doesn't matter where we're coming from. I think that if there's a will, there's a way, and we have to fucking stand up and we have to we have to do what we can where we can. And I think the minute that we start saying, well, if these guys did this, then this would get everybody else moving, then that's where everything just sits and turns. Like it's like we're spinning in fucking place instead of.
I do agree, but someone has to light the fuse, right? Someone has to take that first charge on the hill. That's what gets people motivated. If they see that, hey, that guy can do it, I can do it too. Right? It's one thing to say we can do it together, but when we all go, well, who's gonna go first? Right? That's where we get stuck as a people in a movement.
Well,
right? That's where movements get stuck. Like who's fucking doing this?
And I think that's because for the fear of what happened with Bundy on the last go around. I mean,
the last one, yes.
A lot of people went to jail and a guy died. I mean,
it
was pretty fucking severe. So, and had there been more people that stood up and said, okay, we got to stand behind him, and we would have all been there, I think the results would have been way different. But there wasn't enough. Too many conservatives sat back and didn't move on it. They didn't move on it. And we should have moved on it.
One of the I agree. Yes, I completely concur with you. Yes. One of the things I hear is a common refrain from the conservative crowd is when it comes to, hey, why aren't you doing something? Is, well, I got a fucking job. I got a life I got to fucking keep, right? A lot of these lefty people, they don't have fucking jobs. They don't have responsibilities. They don't have kids. They don't have a wife. They ain't got shit, right? So they can go out and march fucking 3 nights a week and fucking whatever and burn down places, get arrested, come out. Who cares? They don't lose a job over it. But conservatives tend to be more, quote unquote, responsible citizens and have a life. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying that's a common thing that you hear them say.
I disagree again, because if you look at most First Amendment auditors, guess what? They're family men. They're men with kids and wives and jobs, normal jobs, not just YouTube jobs. So that's why I say that I think at this point, we all only got one choice. It's just when we're going to leap.
Yeah, when we go, and I believe that we blew January fucking 6th.
He's just making a joke. That's a joke. That's a joke.
No, I'm not. See, that's the thing. No, I'm not. And I'm not afraid to say that. We blew, when I saw, like, I got invited to go to January 6th by some people on Facebook that went. And I kind of knew that it was going to be a set. I kind of knew it was going to be a bad deal. So I held back. My mistake. But when I saw how it went down, I knew right away it wasn't serious. You weren't taking shit. You weren't going to do what needed to be done. What needed to be done was the building needed to be held hostage. Ours, our building, our house, our capital, ours. You guys work for us. You can make the government back down. You just have to be serious. And these people weren't serious. they were rah rah rah. Let's go in. And once they get in, they didn't do anything. They didn't have a plan. You know what I mean? They didn't have. We're going to take the doors. We're going to hold the doors. No one's coming in any more windows. Da 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 da.
Because I don't think it was ever planned to really take that. Here's the deal. I don't think it was ever planned to take the building. I think you'll find the lefties that intermingled within that crowd. They're the ones that fucking got that. And remember, the cops fucking held the gates open for them. They opened they damn near opened the fucking doors for them. So I just think that I don't think that the conservative was ever going to rush the building. I think the lefties.
I know that the glowies.
It's just like fucking an ant farm. As soon as they opened the gates and the lefties started going for it, the rest just followed like fucking cattle or ants.
Well, that's the way a lot of things work, right? And that goes to what I was saying about the border thing, right? Once somebody does, the ants and shit follow. Someone's got to go first. Someone's got to be first. And I don't know who it is. Whoa, Ash, you're making me dizzy. What are you doing in there?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know you added me. I was trying to fix the lighting. Sorry.
That's okay. You're good. You're good. I was
Usually
joking with you. It was
like,
just funny.
Ashley, or whoever's going to come on. Hi.
Hi. Good to see you.
I had to go find a quiet space.
How do we make her big? How do we make her big? Let me try this.
Don't make me big. I don't need to be big. Don't look at my
We're going to make you big when you talk. We're going to make you big when you talk. Let's see. Is it this one? What am I? How come
you don't need to make me
happens?
big? Y'all are talking. Just let me be on the side with Gutter. That's fine.
Nope.
Don't make me big.
Nope. All right.
That's okay. We're even. That's okay.
All right. We're all even.
She don't want to be
How
big.
Are you?
Don't you push off my ass.
I'm good. I'm good.
Excellent. How was your Christmas?
Good. My mom's home with all the drama that went on in the last several months. Good to see her healthy and happy after, I know that you guys probably saw in the comments, she got in a motorcycle accident a few months ago. So
yes.
She's all good now though. She's all healed up. And so, yeah, good to see her. Good to have her home. Yeah.
And where are you located again? If you don't mind me asking.
We live in PA, but my mom's near Cocoa Beach, Florida.
Oh,
that's where she lives now. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay. Were you down here in Florida?
No, we're in PA. She lives in Florida. She's the retired life, the snowbird life.
Get out of my state.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'll tell you what, I love it down there. I want to go to Alabama. That's my goal.
Alabama.
A couple states away, close enough to go, see mom, but not in. I don't know. Florida rubs me the wrong way as far as raising kids.
Yeah, Florida's tough. Florida.
Yeah, it's sort of
Florida
sketchy.
is weird, man. One of the weirdest thing is, there's a lot of kids around here, but you never fucking see them. They are all inside house dwellers. They don't do anything out here. It's too fucking hot most of the time, to be honest. It's just awful.
Yeah, but
go ahead.
I just worry about I have a boy and I hate to be like that, but with all the child abductions and all the things going on, I know girls are unfortunately the more wanted, I hate to say it like that, but stolen, let's be honest, people that are going to steal babies or children to do bad things with them are usually going for girls. But I don't know, Florida has a lot of bad crime. And Pennsylvania isn't great either. There's a lot of child abuse in this area, which is horrible. But I don't know. I just feel like Alabama is sort of more of a quiet, if I can just get a couple acres of land, I don't know. That's my goal.
Yeah. Bama's pretty cool from what I've heard anyway. It's funny though. When someone says Alabama to me, I think people with teeth like tombstones. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
I'm not being mean. I'm just saying this is what that's what you think of when you think Alabama. And I feel bad saying that. I'm sure there's wonderful people in Alabama and it's a beautiful state. But
what turned me on to Alabama is Cog Hill Farm. The YouTube channel Cog Hill.
Oh, I haven't. I know. I'm not familiar with it.
Yeah, they're like friends with Lester and then and
Oh.
Family Homestead and all
Oh,
them.
the Arnold
But they're like
family. Okay.
northern, mid northeastern Alabama, and they
Mhm.
have, they're 40 acres or whatever it is. But it's just seems beautiful there, and the same like southern weather as across the board down south. But it's like I don't know, just seems like a more quiet, wholesome down, hometown, little town home, type feel. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Florida seems overrun, just overrun, no matter where you go.
It's a big population. It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my mom lives in Titusville, which is what? I don't know, 15, 20 minutes outside of Cocoa Beach. Cape Canaveral's about 30 minutes away.
Yeah.
And it's just so touristy. And even where she lives, Titusville, Mims, like there's a lot of real poor people there, which, you have that everywhere. But I don't know. Florida just rubs me the wrong way as far as raising a child there. So I don't know. That's how I
understand.
feel about it.
No, hey,
Yeah.
everybody's entitled to it, right? I mean, that's
We'll
what makes
see.
America
Who
great.
knows? Who knows if I'll ever leave PA? If we'll ever be able to get out of this hellhole?
Is it that bad though?
Yeah,
Is
where I live, it's
Pennsylvania that
bad.
bad?
I live in the Wyoming. Yeah, the Wyoming
Really?
Valley, and it's there's many as far as like drugs and crime and all that. Like there's like 3 or 4 interstates that intersect right in my area, like 15 minutes away from me. Like the main city near us is Wilkes-Barre and Scranton, and that's about 30 minutes away from me. And it's just, oh, it's horrible. It's horrible. I mean, the street I grew up on, you wouldn't even know that, like, I don't know. It's sad. So anyway, I don't want to bring it downer to the live.
A little about some of the topics. No, you're not at all. No, this is cool. This is cool. This is why we want other people to come on, because we want them to state what's going on with them, let us get to know them and what's happening, and bring maybe a different attitude or different ideas to some of the things we've talked about. So let me ask you, what are your thoughts on the border shit going on? How do you feel about immigration in general? I think you heard where I stand.
You saw me. I was ranting and raving the whole first part of the live.
I did.
It's
horrible. I want to hear it come out of your mouth.
Like I said, I many people on the page might not like it, but I work at a pet store. We sell dogs, so don't come at me. But we take good care of the animals, and let's face it, like all these people, adopt. Like some people want purebred dogs, and these people have been in business for over 52 years. They're great, like small family business, and they're great people. The father and son handpicked every dog that they buy or bring, so, but anyways, 90% of the time people are coming in the doors and they're like, can I speak Spanish? And I'm like, no, I can't speak Spanish. And like, this is like a town over from where I grew up my whole life, where I work. And it's like, and then they give me the googly eyes, like, how dare you not speak Spanish? And it's like, I
makes you want
I
to
grew
punch
up
him right
here
in
my
the
entire
face.
life. Like,
Right.
I don't know. And I have nothing against them. Like,
Yeah.
listen, but like, Pennsylvania is a commonwealth. It's also a sanctuary state. And I had videos on this time last year on my on my Facebook that there were planes full of people. They were supposed to only be women and children being brought over from the border, jetfuls, on Christmas Eve at midnight, so nobody would see them coming in, on a private landing strip full of men.
Wow.
Just saying. Yep. Just saying. Multiple planes.
Yeah,
and
that
like
to
I
me is
said
a
on my
fucking
comments,
invasion.
like, yeah. And I look around and I'm like, where, like even driving, like there's so much traffic. Like, where are all these people living? Where are they all at? But those, I don't want to say those people, but those people are used to living 10, 15 deep in a house.
Right.
And that's how they're doing it. And then they make American money and they send money back home to bring more people here.
Yeah, that's right.
And I hate to say it like that, but that's what it is. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. People are going to come at me. I don't really care, though. That's how I feel about it.
Nah, it's fine because listen, my neighbor that I went to Thanksgiving dinner with, he's from Argentina, and she is from Colombia. Yeah, wherever the Coke guy was from, and they're legal. But one of the things when we were having and we were having a conversation. Now they were decidedly voted Trump. They don't like Biden. They don't like Democrats. They don't like nothing. But one of the things
Well, that's
this
a good
guy
thing.
said to me was, one of my most proud things that I did was because I came to America, I was able to help out a bunch of my family and bring them here.
Right.
And it was like, I thought about it for a second. No, I wasn't great about that. I heard that and I was kind of
Right.
like, huh?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
it's like
you know
it's
what I
a
mean?
fine
Like,
line.
okay, you come here.
Yeah, right.
Yes,
Well, like
right.
same thing with my family. I mean, my family, my grandmother's side is Syrian, so I get the whole like hate on that because I'm, of Middle Eastern descent, but with my family's Christian. They've always been Christian, nothing crazy, but like it was my great great grandmother's parents or my great grandmother's parents that came over. My
Mhm.
great grandfather was 100% Syrian. His wife was English, so my great grandmother was like half and half, English and Syrian. And then my grandmother married, or my great grandmother married Syrian, whatever. But she married here, and it was an arranged marriage here in America. Like, so
Mm.
that stuff still like carried over into America. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So I know that was like 100 years ago, though. You know what I mean? And I know it's different
Yeah.
now, but they learned, like you said, they learned the language. The only time that they spoke Syrian, or well, Arabic, we say Syrian. The only time they spoke the language was in the kitchen. The women, you know what I mean, like at
Sure.
home. Everybody knew how to speak the like English clearly. I don't know. I
Yep.
guess it's a different era. I don't know, but it's scary because I don't know, when you look around and you're like the minority now of non-speaking English, like it seems overwhelming. When
Well,
I'm trying to
I
sell
was a
dogs and
child
they're like,
growing.
if you can't speak English, well, then I don't know. It's weird. I don't
No,
know.
I get it. I get it. When I was a kid growing up in Lawrence, Massachusetts, Lawrence was a mill town, and it at one time was the largest mills in the world. These things are like a mile long mills, and
Like wood
there was an
mills?
influx. No, for textiles.
Oh,
The
okay. Okay.
largest mills in the world for textiles back at the turn of the century, the 19th century, were in Lawrence and Lowell, I believe. Anyway, there was a constant influx and an ever-changing population. There was the Polish, the Italians, and then came in the Spanish. And
Mhm.
when I was a child, my mother used to take my brother, and my brother was in a stroller, or baby buggy at that
Yeah,
time, the
the
baby
buggy,
buggy
yeah.
things. Yeah. And we used to go to the Lawrence Common and hang out, and it was fun. You could play out there, you could
Mhm.
have a good time. And then all of a sudden, there started to be a big influx of people from Puerto Rico. For some reason,
Mhm.
Puerto Ricans came up to that particular area and sort of kind of took it over, which was, again, nothing against the Puerto Ricans, but
No. Yeah.
they just did not assimilate at all. Like all of a sudden it was just Spanish
Well, see,
music and
that's the
Spanish
thing, though.
language
Like
and
that. Yeah,
Spanish
that's the
everything.
thing. They don't integrate. Yeah, they
Right.
don't integrate into the culture.
Right.
Like, and so that's like, yeah, I feel you because that's the thing that makes you feel like blocked off.
Yeah, it was a weird
I
feeling. Like all of a sudden we can't go
Yeah.
to the Common anymore because we're the only white
Mhm.
people there, and we're
Mhm.
being looked at like we're invading their space. And it was like, wait a minute, I was here first,
Yeah.
kind of weird.
In all,
But
like, in all honesty, like technically, like, I'm not like we don't consider ourselves like super ethnic, but my mom is like 75% Syrian, Middle Eastern.
yeah,
You know what I
Huh?
mean? So like we're not really white. You know what I mean?
That's
Like in
right.
our eyes, because the way we've been raised and you know, but our family has always, they own multiple small little businesses when they came here in early 1900s. And they had little, general
Mhm.
stores. They owned bowling alleys. They like owned all these little businesses. And that's what they did. They came here for a better life and they set up shop. And I mean, I don't know. I don't want to, I forget when I'm on the
Okay, well,
live, like on here, that all the people are in the comments saying
Uh-huh.
God only knows what, and I can't see it. So I don't want to say too much. But
nobody's saying anything. Nobody. I'm
I
looking.
don't know.
No
It's crazy, and
anything to
I'm worried because I have a
anything or
7-year-old
agreeing.
son. like the way this world is going between the sexuality freaking conversations and all the things going on. Oh my God, I
Yes.
feel so bad, like, for my child, because God only knows what the world's going to be like
Yeah.
when he's my age. That's what I'm really worried about. So
That I don't understand why that is not more of a scary thought into a lot of parents' minds. That
oh no, that's my biggest
I
fear.
mean, I'm
That's
sure
my
it's
biggest
there.
fear.
I'm sure it's there because it was there. It's there in my mind, and I don't even have kids, which actually helped my wife and I decide whether we were gonna have kids or not. Was we saw this kind of shit coming, and we were like, I'm just not
Yeah.
gonna, and it sucks.
Yeah, and you know what?
But
I never wanted kids, and then I just met that certain person. Like, I really never planned on having kids. I never wanted kids, and I met that certain person, and things change, and you change, ideas in life, and then and I was praying and hoping to God I was going to have a little boy, because I know how I did not want a mini me, because I was a handful. But when we had our little boy, and then we went through the whole cancer thing for 5 years. My son was a year old when his
Oof.
father was diagnosed with cancer, and that went on to be like a 5-year ordeal. So pretty much my son's almost entire life was, it just was a lot. But anyways, yeah. Like I said, when I went to like the local, government buildings for help, it was horrible. Like, it was horrible. Like, CEO, it's called CEO here. I don't know. Like, but I sat in that chair for like over an hour and filling out all these applications, only to be told, oh no, sorry, we can't help you. And it was the dead of winter. His Social Security had not kicked in yet, like his disability. And they told us they couldn't help us with anything. Thankfully, I had grandparents that were financially able to supplement, to pay for our bills for those first 3 months until the Social Security kicked in. But if it wasn't for them, we would have been, my mom wouldn't have let us go on the streets, but you know what I mean? Like, I was so heartbroken that people that, it sucked. It sucked, but we were okay in the end.
Suck.
But
And I mean, to say, it's okay to say, hey man, I paid my dues. I put in time. I've been in this country. My family's been in this country. I should come first before somebody that just shows up here. There's nothing wrong with saying that. There's nothing wrong with saying that.
Yeah, and he was in the union. Like, yeah, he was working in the union. Like, so, like, and I mean, of course, like, once he couldn't work anymore, obviously the union can only do so much. But like, I was like, oh, this is horrible, Yeah. So.
My wife was in a car accident. I think most people know about that. She was in a car accident a few months ago, and she went to the hospital and had CAT scans done of her head, her chest, her abdomen, just to make sure she was okay. She got a bill from the fucking hospital for those 3 things alone, $29,000 for those 3 things alone. Now, she has insurance of herself, and she was also because it was a car accident and it was the other person's fault. That insurance company,
so they bill them.
Yes, but I can't imagine how quickly one's life can come to a screeching halt because you needed to go to the hospital. 29 grand, now you're in the hole. How are you going to pay it if you're just making ends meet on a paycheck to paycheck basis, like most Americans are today? Is a scary proposition.
Before his Social Security disability kicked in, because his cancer he had Hodgkin's lymphoma stage 4, and he was only 24, 25 when he got diagnosed. Wow. But the one treatment he had to get was the ice. It's anyway, he had to go in hospital to get the treatment for like the chemo, and his insurance, like the Social Security, had not kicked in yet, and we got a bill that for one day, for one like round of chemo for that day, it was like $110,000.
Wow.
For one day.
Wow.
One day, just the chemo, not like the hospital stay, not the anything else. And speaking on that about accidents, my mom, when she just got her motorcycle accident, before, she got the original bill from the hospital, and it was $44,000, and she was in and out in a few hours. Same thing. She got the CAT scan. She got, just x-rays, make sure nothing going on inside. And $44,000 in the same state, Florida. And then I guess she got a bill for, then they reduced it to $22,000.
Wow.
Like, that's insane.
Yeah. That's like
And she has insurance.
That's like those RV commercials. You see, buy an RV for $184,000. We're knocking 76 off it. Wait a minute. You were charging 76 and you're still making a profit knocking the 76 off? What the fuck are you paying for, right? I mean,
yeah, it's sad. It's sad.
Crazy.
I feel like I'm putting a downer on the whole like chat though in live.
No,
so
not at all.
We can
Not
move
at all.
on, but
not at all.
it's really it's just sad that Americans, you know, suffer the way they do. And then there's people that come in and, like I said, last year when those flights came in with those people, they were handed like, I forget, somebody locally like put on a post like on our local pages, like they were handed like a $1,000 whatever the hell gift card or debit card, cash, or, you know, government EBT, whatever the hell it was. They automatically got housing. They automatically got like cash assistance.
Mm-hmm.
They got escorted to wherever they were going. Like, I don't know.
Well,
and we were denied housing. We were denied housing because when my fiance went through, like when we found out he had cancer, we were trying to get like housing, government, you know, housing, and we were denied because he had a DUI when he was like freaking 19 years old.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a factor.
Yep.
They take something. Wow. That's pretty
Yep.
fucked
We
up.
were denied.
Man.
I know. And I, you know,
is,
I mean, yeah, it was his wrong, but still, he was a kid, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. The funny thing is, I will say this to you saying American suffering. Now, let's put that into context, right? I think it's kind of funny if I really use my objective brain and say American suffering. I really don't think even fucking poor people living on the street in America are suffering. Like if you put it into the context of what other countries and their people are doing.
Mm-hmm.
We're like, we don't really, we use that word, right? But it doesn't have the same connotation when you go to somewhere else and you look at how,
definitely
stacking elephant shit 4 feet high to make a hovel. That's suffering, right?
No, exactly.
And so I understand when other countries look at our way of life and think, oh, it's the land of milk and honey here. Yes, it is. You have to work for it. You have to try to get it. You can do better than what you do in other country A, B, or C. But still, when it comes to everybody's going to always be fighting in the sense of it's the Joneses thing. You know what I mean? Like you want to live up to the Americans.
Joneses. Yeah,
exactly.
Well, that's why, like Facebook. Of course, I call it fake book because it's all about like who put their tree up first, who took their tree down first, like the stupid shit. You know what I like? And Julie knows. Me and her have like a very mutual thing on Facebook, but I'm on there for family and distant, you know, relatives that I don't get to see. And I don't put a whole lot on there, but I'll put my sarcastic bullshit on there, you know, of course. But I mean, it's like everybody's been so programmed to keeping up, like you said, with the Joneses.
Yeah.
But in reality, like, what's the quality of your life? What are you putting into your family structure? Like we don't have a whole lot. I was raised poor. Like I said, I grew up in the projects. My mom had 2 divorces, 5 kids, you know, but we were raised right, like with morals and values. Like if my kid doesn't say please and thank you, he's going to be told about it. Like, you know, and even his teacher, she told me like, and it's to the way I was raised. Like he knows, you know what I mean? That's the way he was raised. Like, and period. Yep. Like good. And his teacher's like, he's the only one who says please and thank you. And I'm like, oh no, you respect your elders and you know, that's just how, you know, that's how it is. Like,
yes, ma'am. No,
my
ma'am.
grandmother would come down and strike me down if I didn't raise my kid that way. So,
right.
And it doesn't matter if you have money or not, like how you raise your children, you know?
Right.
So
agreed.
That's right.
Gutter, what do you get quiet back there?
Just a minute.
I'm sorry, Gutter. I'm ranting and raving.
No, you're fine. I gotta go get my charger, or I'm gonna be out of this conversation really quick.
Uh-oh. Okay. All right. How about have you watched the Chip Roy videos?
No, I haven't watched
Oh
it.
boy, yeah, definitely.
I've been
give that a
working
look.
last through the whole holiday. I've been working, so
Really? Is
yeah.
pets
Tonight's my
pet
first
pets are
night off
moving?
since. No, like I said. Well, I work at a pet store, so the dog's got to be taken care of no matter what, night and day, no matter what the holiday is. So gotta take
Sure.
care of our little babies. But
Now, how is it? Do you
And I-
notice an uptick? Do you notice an uptick in the holiday season as to people coming in and buying pets when they probably shouldn't for gifts? You know what I'm saying? There's that
well,
whole
no,
kind of
actually,
thing.
this year we didn't. But I'll tell you what, people are probably going to be like sticker shocked when I tell you how much these animals cost. Our dogs the starting price is $3,000 plus sales tax.
Holy shit! For a dog?
Yep.
What kind
People
of dog?
finance them we have financing that you can get for a dog.
Get the hell out
And then
of
the
here!
French
Really?
bulldogs, yep, I'm not joking. French bulldogs and English bulldogs start at $5,000. I know.
Wow.
Look at your face.
Now bulldogs. Yeah, no, I know the French bulldogs are like they're the ones that
'Cause
are
they're
like
in high
getting stolen
demand.
and stuff. They're the hot dog to have, I guess. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. But
Yeah, they're the hot dog right now. Yep.
$5,000.
Yep. Starting.
My God, go to a
I'm
shelter.
so
Go to a shelter
glad
and grab
I'm not
one.
a
You
dog
know.
lover.
I'm still paying on my little freaking Cairn Terrier,
Okay.
but I didn't pay that much for him. I only paid $1,000 for him, which is still high.
I have to go back to what Shaz said. She said, "You guys are making me think Australia's public health is awesome."
It's sad. It's sad. We should have public
You know
health.
something? Listen, I am not against that idea. I'm really not. If we can make the numbers work, and one of them would be stop sending $100 billion to
Yeah, exactly.
Ukraine
Stop sending
and
our
other
money
shit
everywhere
like
else,
that.
and we could pay for this shit. That's right.
Yeah, we could, or at least we could make it reasonable. Back to when, like, the doctor wasn't. One of my biggest gripes. I go to the doctor, and whatever it is, it does not matter what it is. It's either here's a pill, or I'm going to refer you to a. They don't fucking do anything anymore. A doctor does, your primary physician does nothing. You could walk in there with your arm like this and be like, hey man, can you set the bone and put a cast on it? No, I don't know how to do that. Can you put a couple of stitches in? I got to cut. No, I don't know how. You got to go there. What do I need you for? Why am I paying you a monthly? Why am I paying insurance monthly and then paying you a deductible every time I walk in the door over there? Well, this is ridiculous. You're just a gatekeeper to something else. It's crazy.
I'm telling you, I do not go to the doctor unless I'm fucking dying. Seriously.
No, I'm the same way. Gutter, I'm the same way. Nope.
I will not. I refuse.
Nope. Oh, I just want to interrupt and interject real quick. Misty said adopt, don't shop because of the prices of dogs. But let me tell you, in our area, I don't know what it's like in other states and other, areas, but it is harder to adopt a dog in our area because they want to come and check your house.
Yes.
If you have children, if you don't, it's almost like adopting, like taking a foster child in. If you have cats, if you have this, if you have that, they will not let you adopt a dog around this area. So yes, people want to just buy a dog. And unfortunately, that's the way it is. And some people do want to buy a purebred dog. And let me tell you, these people that I work for have been in business since the 70s, over 52 years. And they're good. It's a small family business and they're great people. And I know everybody says, oh, they're in cages. Listen, when you go and buy a dog from a breeder, you have no clue the conditions this animal's been kept in until they bring it to you. And nowadays, they don't let you come to their home. They don't let you come to their kennel to see what kind of conditions the animal's been kept in. They want to meet you somewhere in a parking lot, whatever. They don't let you get, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's a sore spot because I am a huge animal lover. But yes, I do work for a dog store that sells
you get
dogs.
a bad rap. You get a bad rap.
Because everybody comes in and says, oh, they're in cages and they're this and they're that. Yeah, but you know what? Everybody that works for this company loves animals. All of our dogs get playtime. We have a play area that they all get time to get exercise. And guess what? Adopting is 100 times harder than buying a dog, and that's sad.
and again, I can only speak to where I'm at, but technically Florida tries to talk all that stuff at the adoption centers. You need a yard and the dog needs to be out and blah, 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 all this shit that they're going to come by. Man, I went and got my dog for $25 because they were running a special. And for $25, they whacked his nuts off. So they fixed them. And nobody ever came to my house to look at anything.
Yeah, but see here where I live,
my dog was treated excellent. Don't get me wrong. I love my animals. You know what I mean? So he had room to roam and all this shit. And I know that it can be a problem. But I think they kind of put that fear out there, but I don't know if they necessarily follow through with it as much as they say they do.
Well,
I don't
here they do.
Okay.
They do. Yeah, they're bad here. Like the SPCA in Pennsylvania is horrible. The couple dog rescues, the other ones, they actually do. And they've actually been known to like go around looking for dogs to take. Like dogs like that just happen to get loose. Yeah, it's bad here in PA. Unfortunately, and PA is so known for puppy mills and all those things. Like I said, like the owners of my company, it's the father and son. They go and handpick every dog themselves.
Let me ask you a question. You may know this, and it may not happen, but I'm sure it might. What happens when a dog times out at your place? What happens to that dog?
It doesn't. They just keep dropping the price. Yep. They keep dropping the price until the animal sells. They don't ever time out.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Cool.
Look what Tony said.
What?
He said, I'll steal dogs from the neighborhood and ship it for $79.99.
I know, guys, listen. I know it's a hot button issue that I work for a store that sells dogs for that amount of money. I get it because we're all animal lovers, because most of us came together because of the horse channel and if not other channels. We take really good care of the animals. My dog is from the store. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't know. I know everybody's biased. They have different opinions.
Yeah, I don't think anybody would be so disrespectful here to suggest that you work at some kind of freaking puppy mill.
Nobody seems to be doing that.
No, and none of our dogs come because Pennsylvania is known for puppy mills, known for the Amish puppy mills and all that.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, Pennsylvania is one of the worst. Pennsylvania and Ohio are the worst states for puppy mills.
No kidding.
Yeah. Wow. Oh yeah. I guess because the regulations aren't as strict as other states, but like I said, the owner and his son have been going, and like I said, over 52 years in business since the 70s. And yeah. So, and they're a great family.
What justifies the price of $3,000
everything
for a puppy?
Everything. Yep. Like everything.
Who wants it bad enough?
Well, not even just that. It's the everything, the cost of everything going up. It's just like the cost of feeding them, the cost of paying people more money, the cost of, everything. That bill, like it's just everything.
What would you say the average?
It's crazy.
What would you say the
My father bred German Shepherds 25 years ago, and he sold them back then for $800-900. So you figure that was like over 20 years ago. So
sure,
with the influx of everything nowadays, I know it's astronomical. Don't get me wrong, it's astronomical. I get it. I totally agree.
Yeah,
but
I'm just trying to figure out like, what if a puppy goes up for sale at 6 weeks, right? That's like the minimum.
Well, we
time,
can't
I think
in the state of Pennsylvania.
8 weeks, maybe.
In the state of Pennsylvania,
something like.
In the state of Pennsylvania, we get them at 8 weeks. We can't sell them till 9 weeks.
Okay, so 9 weeks. That's what, 2 months and a couple. A week.
2 months and a week.
So the cost of 2 months to raise a puppy, which is mostly on the mama's tit, I don't see how that's. I'm doing the numbers guy, right?
I've never tried to figure out. I've never tried to figure out the numbers either. But then you're paying the workers, you're paying to feed them, you're paying to clean them. You're, what I mean? Like paying all the vets. Like we give them all the shots and wormings up to date for their age.
Okay.
So like we don't take it. You know what I mean?
Expensive.
Like they don't get.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like they're all vetted all the way up until their age, until they leave the store. So I know it's astronomical. It's crazy.
Wow.
And I
Yeah.
got my dog for $1,000, and that was through a deal with the owner. And I'm still paying on him, you know. And he's just a little Cairn Terrier. He's a pain in my butt. And I don't
The
even like
idea-
small dogs, but this
The
this
idea
dog
that
stole
you
my
say
heart.
you have financing for dogs, puppies,
Yes.
it blows my mind to hear
actual
that.
an
That's
actual
fucking crazy.
loan company. Yep,
Ash, I won't.
it is crazy.
We won't even finance a car.
My car is not even worth anywhere near what those dogs are worth.
That's
I mean, my husband
amazing.
literally, I had to save $15,000 to buy my car.
No, I mean, I have a little beater car. It's got 165,000 miles on it. But yeah, that's what I say to people. Like, my car isn't even near worth what I'm even paying for my dog that I have, which is he was $1,000. You know, but I love him, and he's
Yeah.
worth it.
Yeah. Oh,
Well, pain
of
in
course.
the ass. He better not have any health problems. That's all I know.
You know what the funny thing is? I'm sitting here listening to our conversation, right? And I'm going, now let's see, what would a person from Cameroon think of us bitching about? My dog costs
Right.
$3,000. They'd be like,
I
motherfucker,
know.
I eat a dog if
That's
I
what
see
I
it because
mean.
I'm starving to death, right?
I know.
Like
Well, then,
first
and
world
then the
problems.
thing
Here
that
we
I
are.
was like saying, the thing that I was saying early on in the thread, like when the live first started, it was about Jamie talking about taking in that little pup that she found a pup that was living out front of one of the convenience stores near their house.
No. Say it
Mhm.
right. She found 2 pups. Say
Two
it right.
pups, but she can only catch the one. Yeah, sorry,
No,
Julie.
no. She only focused on catching one, and then it was an afterthought. Oh, well, fuck, we can't leave Santa. We got to get him too. So then
Yeah.
they tried to catch him. Well, guess what? You already showed Santa what the fuck you were going to do with Christmas. So Santa wasn't falling for your shit, and Santa wouldn't go for the trap. So
You know what I
Santa
noticed?
got to sleep by himself because they fucking took his warm bed partner Christmas away. And they didn't want Santa to begin with because Santa had mangy fucking ears.
Yeah, but listen.
Am I
I mean,
wrong?
No, but my thing
I don't know.
is, she saw that one dog first for however many weeks, and my thing is then they said, yeah, I don't believe that they're malice in any way in that.
No, I don't think
perspective.
you're malice.
If they can catch them, they'll catch them.
If you care about animals and you drive up and there's an animal that you see that you know is in bad condition, and then you see his buddy who they follow each other everywhere for days while you check this shit out, and you see that he's not leaving his side, yet you try to catch the first one and not both of them. That was bullshit. If they'd have tried to catch both of them at the same time, they would have caught them both. But that other dog was way smart. And once he realized they were sticking him in a cage, they even showed him, look, we put your buddy in a cage.
I don't know.
I don't know enough about it.
We can agree
I will say
to
this.
disagree because Jamie found that first dog first and formed a bond with that dog that she took first Christmas.
Wait.
Before that other dog was even there.
Wait. What do you mean formed a bond? She went to the gas station, bought some munchies, seen the dog and went, oh, I don't want to leave him. I get that she formed a bond with it. But if you are your animal survivor, for fuck's sake, that's your whole channel. And you take one dog, but you leave the other one.
Well, the other one wouldn't go in the cage. I mean,
I don't care. That
yes.
meant it was cold in Texas that week. Why the fuck would you leave it? Why would you take his buddy? Why
they
not
couldn't
leave him
catch
there?
it though. They couldn't catch him. I mean, they tried to catch him.
Listen, the whole
Yeah,
point
like
of
an
this
hour.
disagreement.
Like 2
No,
hours.
they put a cage up and they put food in it for him to go into, like the trap cage.
Right.
Did
Right.
you see that video?
Yes.
I mean,
Can
no,
I-
listen. Listen. I don't expect because they're a rescue or because they're a sanctuary farm that they should be. I don't know, like perfect at catching everybody and saving everybody. I mean, that dog, yeah,
that's
he
fair.
needs help. And, you know,
So, Ash,
like
if
they,
you-
I don't think the expectation should be like, oh, well, you should be able to catch every single animal that you come across. I don't think that's fair either.
No,
though.
I don't think it's anything about catching.
Well,
I think it's the forethought when you got there. They never had any intentions of taking that other one, honey. Remember when they drove up, they said, oh, he has mangy ears.
Well, that's what Lester said. Listen, the difference between Lester and Jamie is a big difference. Jamie doesn't give a shit what's wrong with the dog. Lester seems a little bit more biased because he has to worry about all the other animals at the farm getting mange. And I understand that too. So,
but the dog
you
that
know,
he was sleeping with,
and that other dog, from what I understand, was not there when she originally formed the bond with the dog she took, Christmas.
right? They'd slept together for nights. Okay, so right there,
Yeah.
that dog that she took has mange spores, and they are going to the farm, whether she likes it or not. So she's
Okay.
gonna have to
Yeah,
meditate.
but I mean, hey, that's on them. Look, Julie, I'm not going to argue with you. I get it. Listen,
But my
No,
point
fight
is,
each other.
whatever.
Fight, can't fight. Woo!
No, I'm not going to fight with Julie. That's Gigi.
no, but
Jesus
listen,
Christ.
my
I'm
point-
kidding.
no,
I'm
listen.
kidding.
But my point is that if you were to drive up, Ash, if you yourself,
Yeah.
the animal lover
Yeah.
that you are, you drove up to the gas station and you seen two dogs. I don't care what your fucking forethought was for there's one dog there. When you get there, there's two.
Mhm.
Are you leaving
Right.
without that dog, Ash? Look, there's no way. I know you. You ain't leaving without that dog. You just stayed the fucking night until you got that dog.
Yeah, I sort of agree with you there. I do sort of agree with you there.
Yeah, rest my case.
Hey, we
That's
have
the one
somebody
she
new in
wanted.
the
I
chat.
get it.
Let's
That's
say
the one
hello
she
to-
wanted. That's the one she bonded with. But it's not about who you bonded with or who you didn't bond with. And I agree with that. I do agree with that. Because
Well,
Yeah.
I did think that it was cool that once she realized we can't leave him, she did try to
Right.
get in. And
well,
he
from what I
wouldn't
saw,
go
I
in
haven't.
place.
Like I said, I've been working for the last several days, straight through the holiday. I haven't been keeping up on the videos, and I thought that they were going back to get him.
Well, I
I
know
don't
they
know.
were trying, and you're right. I haven't either. I haven't looked back to see, but I know they did try to catch him at
Why
once.
don't they just trank him? I mean, I know people are against that, but just freaking trank him.
Well, yeah, whatever it takes to get the dog so he's not.
Yeah,
Get
he needs
hit.
help because he was
Right.
also limping. I know, I saw that he was also limping, like he got hit by a car, probably in that freaking parking lot. I don't know. I don't know.
I'd
He
like to.
just needed some help. Hey,
You can't save them. You know what I mean? That's the sad part, and that's why when Missy was saying, I felt bad because she's like, "Oh, don't shop." But
right. So I
People
have
want
to make. I have to
certain
make
dogs.
I have to make a
guys are
quick
seeing
hi
this, right?
to a few people.
Can't get that word in it.
So
I just
So,
like to
I
acknowledge.
feel like I'm in like the middle ground. Like people are gonna hate me or they're gonna love me because I work at a pet store and I
We
I'm
love
all
you.
about rescuing and saving animals and
no, you're fine.
it's so like a fine line. It's a fine line.
No.
And I hate to upset people, but
I mean, I could see it if I could hear puppies in the background, but you're fine there. But I do have to say,
no, I will never go on live when I'm at work.
So-
But you know what? The thing with me is, okay, so this is the thing. If you go on and you want a certain breed dog, right? Nowadays, Craigslist, Facebook, wherever the hell you go, right? You have no clue. Nobody does the condition that those animals are kept in. Nobody does.
right.
And 9 times out of 10 nowadays, they want to meet you in a parking lot. You don't get to interact with the animal. You don't get to, like, there's no civilization in between that. They want to meet you. They want a down payment before they even come to meet you, like via some kind of wire financing. And they just want to dump the dog off on you. You don't get a chance to like go and interact with like the litter or the puppy, you know what I mean? And get to see which one picks you or you might pick, or there's not like that doesn't happen really anymore.
Yeah.
So the way I feel about the way like at my work is that these dogs are socialized with other dogs because they get to play. Like we have a play yard that's divided by like a wall, like a little divider. So there's one fence on like a play yard on one side, play yard on the other. So they get to sniff and, smell each other. And they get to see kids. They get to see all these different strange people. I don't know. They're so much more socialized than a dog that's kept in a backyard or wherever the hell they're kept, in a barn. We get dogs that come in that smell like a pig freaking pit. You know what I mean? Like usually the Bernese Mountain Dogs, because they're kept on a farm, like the big breed dogs, like they have poop in their hay or hay in their poop, so they're like from a farm because they're big dogs. And I don't know. Everybody can have their opinion about it, but whatever.
I totally
That's
understand.
Right.
I
Opinions
do
are
have
like
to
belly
say
buttons.
hi.
Everybody's got one and they smell funny.
Okay, I have to say hi to somebody.
Who?
I've been trying to.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
Wes
No,
Robinson.
you're fine.
Wes Robinson, he comes from Portland Andy's page or channel. And
cool.
so I have to say, hey, thank you for coming, Wes. And also, I believe Junior is also from Portland Andy's. And he was up here quite a ways. And I didn't get to say hi.
What is he saying? Are these two related? Who is he talking about?
No, we're not related.
Maybe you guys.
Me and you?
Thank you too. Not me and you. No, you and Garrett.
Better girl get justice. Okay, so Wes is here. Wes is my true sundress cheerleader dude. So on Portland Andy's channel, every time I fuck with him and I spam him for I kept telling him that I wanted a sundress when he was in Hawaii. I actually wanted it for his girlfriend Ling Ling, but it got to where it finally became, I wanted one. And so now it's the big sundress thing. Every time I'm on Andy's page, I have to make sure to spam his channel and give him shit about, where the fuck's my sundress. So Wes is my cheerleader he also, when I'm not there, he kind of backs me up and says, hey, where's Garter Girl sundress? So.
Aww.
I want to circle back for a second. I want to just say, I think there's a lot of people in the animal business, such as the one sanctuary we were talking about, as well as others, that tend to take too many animals in. I wish I could listen. If I had $1 billion, I would have the most ultimate animal rescue you can imagine. But I see too many places get too strung out and too spread too thin with too many animals, and it winds up being a shit show for the poor animals, and they would probably be better off on their own living the life they want to live versus some pent up crazy thing. So I have no idea what you guys were talking about as far as
I was just dogs. Frustrated.
I get it. I'm just saying I don't know I didn't pay attention to that particular that was going on, but I will say one thing. They tend to take in an awful lot of things, and the more things they take in, the more videos they have to make to pay for them. So I think they're stretched pretty thin at the moment.
I agree. Like, listen, I have one dog, and I would love to take on another dog, but I have a Cairn Terrier, which is like the Toto dog from Wizard of Oz, and he's a terrier. And we just we lost our kitten from a tragic accident. I think you guys probably know. She got hit by a car, unfortunately. She wasn't an outside cat, but she would get out all the time. She was barely a year old. And we finally, after we healed, we just took on another kitten about a month ago. And, between her and the terrier, like, I can't take on any much more because those two are crazy,
right.
But I'm glad that they each have a friend.
Give them the quality of life. Yeah, you got to give them the quality of life that they
I'm
deserve, and you wind up having to spread the time and resources you do have over more animals.
Yeah, I'm not going to take on
losing some quality of life. So I get it.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I'm not stupid enough to take on an animal that I can't give enough love, attention, and financial ability to. That's the big thing. You know what I mean? Because vet bills are expensive, so.
Yes. Well, we have a friend on the channel. We have a friend on the channel that I admire greatly.
Look at her.
But I happen to think there's a little too many animals within that picture as well. Far be it for me to be a judge on that. I don't know because I'm not actually there, but all I do know is what I'm shown or told as to what happens around all these animals. And if there's too many and some of them are not in the greatest of shape, well, then there's too many of them, and I
Yeah.
do believe that people's hearts are sometimes bigger than their
Yeah, well,
ability
that's the
to.
thing though. Like the thing that people say, like you can love your animals to death
Yes.
because you know what I mean.
Yes.
Your own selfishness and your self-centeredness is,
Yep.
your own crap is more important than what's best for the animal.
That's right. That's right. Yep.
But here's our new little girl. No, Storm girl.
Hey,
hi,
what's
Stormy.
up, kitty? You have a
Oh,
big
she's so
pussy.
bold. There she is. Hey, Stormy.
Hi, kitty cat. Hi, kitty cat.
There she is. She's like,
Nice.
whatever. Leave me alone.
Yeah, I know.
And
Typical
this is
cat.
our-
Whatever.
Oh,
That's why I don't.
and
That's
this
why
is
I
our
don't
little.
like cats.
He looks like an overgrown Yorkshire. I love her though. I love cats.
Oh, of
This
course.
is our overgrown. He's a Cairn Terrier, but he looks like an overgrown Yorkshire Terrier. Say hi, Colby.
Hey, buddy. What are you doing?
He's
Who's
like
a good boy?
he's following the cat. Colby.
Cool. I'll tell you, the
Yeah.
wife and I. It hasn't quite been a year since we've lost Big Boy, and it's
I
there's
know.
still a
That's so
massive
sad.
hole.
Hold on.
And yeah, thank you. And we're just not ready yet. I can say I'm sure the wife is. The wife would love to have another cuddle buddy when she goes to bed and stuff. Considering I'm just a big fat log who lays awake till all hours in the morning. But
That's how I am.
I'm not ready for another dog yet. I'm not ready to give that part of me
Start over.
I'm just not. I'm not there yet. It hasn't even been a year
I
yet.
know.
And the day before Easter will be 1 year. So I still miss
Aw.
him greatly, and he added so much to my life. And just me hanging out with him every day was such a wonderful thing. I can't imagine. I feel kind of like I'm betraying him by getting another one. So once that goes away, then I'll get another one. I think animals are great. Gutter, you're not an animal person. I'm not going to say you're not an animal person because you are. You have the heart, but you have other fish to fry, and you have that current dog with you, correct? How is that going?
Well, my daughter and granddaughter have a dog, so that's the dog that's here, and she is a red healer, and she's only about 9-10 months old, and she's full of piss and vinegar, and she's just a lot. And red healers tend to be really, really sneaky. So if you're not on them like stink on shit, you really have to watch them. So because they'll be into shit constantly. So, and I always worry about her. She chews on everything, and I worry about her. Like one time she wasn't shitting right, and I thought, oh my God, she got a hold of, I know what it was. We have one of those magnetic doors.
Oh yeah, the little screen doors.
She ate the fucking screen door. She has like, and I mean, like in 3 minutes.
I'm not trying to laugh, but I get it. Yeah.
Wow. So she freaked me out because I didn't know if she had something going on with her intestines. I mean, it stopped and she was fine, and she poops now, and everything seems fine. And I counted all the magnets to make sure they were all there before.
Well, yeah, the magnet is that's what's scary.
So, but it did freak me out. So she just always getting into shit like that. And I just don't have the patience for it anymore. I had a Lhasa Apso for about for 12 years. So, I had my fair share of the responsibility of a pet, and I loved him to pieces, but I just don't want the responsibility. I have like Yank said, I have other things that I want to do. And I think the animals take a lot of time. You got to be willing to give that time up. So.
We got another visitor.
It's about fucking time.
Where you been?
Who we got here?
I've been on the side of the highway
out of the box.
for hours on a flat. Here's Eli.
He was trying to sell his
no.
ass, and I
This
had to take him off the corner.
This motherfucker had to
told
take
you,
a shower
Gutter.
before
Told
coming
you.
and helping me with a flat tire. And I want to introduce
It's
the
not
whole
cold enough.
Gutter Squad, the Yankin Gutter Squad. This is my new brother Andrew. Andrew
Hi,
Echoes.
Hi, Andrew.
Howdy, Andrew.
Me and
Good to meet you.
Me and Andrew were coming back from the Indian reservation, and I caught
Oh.
a flat. And I couldn't
Oh.
break off 2 of the lugs, and I
Were you
literally
teeth
twisted.
scraping?
The tire iron I had literally twisted without the lugs breaking. So I call Eli and my friend Joe, and I go, "Hey,
Oh, I've
I'm
had
sitting
that
in the middle of
happen.
Sunrise Highway
With no beers.
with no beers, no nothing,
Who
because
cares?
I was on my way home, and
That's a crime right
I'm
there.
like, listen, I just need to break 2 lugs. Bring me a breaker
drive on
bar.
the street.
I'm around the corner.
I'm
from
just saying,
Eli's.
I won't.
Mhm.
Took them 2 fucking hours.
I won't.
One had to go pick up weed. One had to take a fucking
But it's
shower.
not blood.
And when they found the time, they came and rescued me on the side of the fucking
Sons of
highway.
Bitches,
I-
they don't
I-
consider
Fuck you.
friends.
Andrew, how long did it take?
2 hours.
That wasn't me. I
Wow.
showered
2 hours.
and I went and picked the
5
children
minutes
out,
around the
Shower
corner.
waited
first
outside,
before you
then I came
sweat.
back in, I was cold out here.
Hold
I
on.
was sweaty on.
I
Sweat
moved
on.
last night. I officially moved. You all saw the picture of the new setup?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I didn't see it yet.
Yeah, I moved out.
Yeah, uh-huh.
And then
Right
I
on.
got stranded. And
I
it
give
took
it
me like
72 hours.
Julie, thank
What?
you for hitting me up, Yank. Hey, Ashley, how's everybody? When
Wait,
you hit me up
Wow.
and you said, "Are you okay?" It totally left my mind that it was fucking Tuesday.
You meant
At
they were,
this
you thought
point-
they were talking about
At
you.
this point, I've been stranded for hours. I got home. I'm in the middle of moving. I'm supposed to bring Buster home, and we just sat on the side of the fucking highway. So
Well, I'm glad you're okay.
when you said that, I yelled it was fucking Tuesday, and I've been telling him all about our fucking podcast. Yeah,
Oh,
So-
this is
so
the first
sweet.
one,
I
the
have
very
one
first one I've ever missed.
Yes.
I have one question. Was you
Yes.
TP creeping on the reservation?
My what? There are no teepees on that reservation. It's not what you think.
Dude, I was
In
raised
fact,
in a
Kapow,
res-
Other topic.
where you're gonna find Kapow and Suckamunga, they're gonna be serving ice cream in the outskirts. There's, it's not a powwow reservation. That's not what it is. But there's my
Bobby.
explanation. I love you all my gutter peeps up in here. 2 hours,
Right on.
2.5 hours. Look at you all
So,
go. That's why you're
now-
going so strong.
Sorry, guys.
Listen, you have to understand that Yank had your 6.
What
Oh,
happened? I love you, buddy.
You
Merry
tell him,
Christmas.
I love you
Yank.
too, man.
You tell him, Yank.
Well, no, I was just gonna say that Gutter was like, "Oh no, Bobby's not here," and fucking, she was kind of mad, you know, a little disappointed. Oh, she was disappointed you weren't here, and I said
Disappear.
something along the lines of, "Well, you know, he is allowed to miss a couple here and there, but I will say this: the fact that he's always here, I hope he's okay." And she said, "I don't want to think like that. I don't want to think like that." And he's usually pretty quick. If I text him, he'll get back to me. So she texted you, and I'm glad you responded, and I'm glad you came on because
Right away.
we're having a little difficulty. And I knew you'd be here if it wasn't for something going on. But
Yeah.
you know, I knew something was up. I
Yeah.
knew something was up.
Waiting for fucking Eli Monroe to take a shower and bedazzle his vajayjay to come out and save me from a highway. That's what the fuck. That's what the fuck was going on in the middle of a move.
I have an excuse.
You don't have an
I
excuse.
could have took another shower by the time he got here. I picked tools out, froze my ass off outside. The fucking
Oh, so
back
he's
in here.
blaming someone else for not being there for me. It was someone else, which is why he wasn't there.
He
And I was sitting on the side.
So
Me
you
and
have
Andrew watched the sunset together, drinking beers on the side of a
nice.
highway.
It sounds like you did
very
okay.
romantical.
Yeah, that's what he said. Romantical. And you know what, Julie, I really want to thank you for hitting me up because it did completely slip my mind. And,
Everything does.
well, it depends. Not this though. Not this. And because you did hit me up and I'm here right now, I have officially still never missed a live stream.
That's right.
Ever.
Correct.
That's right.
Ever.
Correct.
I've never
Never,
missed
never.
one.
Good for you.
I didn't mean
Dude,
to
I'm
kick
glad you
Fonte
guys
off.
were
Let's
okay.
go.
I've had a couple of times where a lug nut wouldn't break loose, and the factory wrench that came with the jack and spare tire would just strip out or bend and turn in a circle. How did you wind up? You used a breaker bar to snap them loose, or did you break them loose? Did they break?
No, all I needed was a breaker bar for 2 lug nuts. I took, all right, do you know those aluminum things that you get to hold fishing poles? You dig them way in the sand when you're fishing offshore.
Yeah.
They got like a 3 or 4 foot spike and a little aluminum tube. I used that to break all the other ones. But the last 2, not only did I bend that aluminum, which we all know aluminum's soft, I started jumping on the wrench that came with it and I twisted the iron wrench. So I just told Eli, all I need is a breaker bar. And I was literally 5 minutes around the corner. I said, just drop off the breaker bar, then go shower. I'm just sitting here. Just bring me the breaker bar. He showed up with the breaker bar. It took me 2 seconds. I went, boop, boop. And I do have a breaker bar, but it's in my bus.
And I wasn't going to take the beam.
Yeah. He had to take a shower.
Is this
not
your
the beam.
vehicle?
I didn't.
Mine. Yeah.
What?
This was your vehicle, Bobby?
Mine,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
In the
50
future,
cent.
put anti-seize on your fucking lug nuts before you put them
here's
on.
the
Like
kicker.
put some on the
Oh, no.
put
Here-
some on the
here's-
studs and put them on.
Yeah, 100%. I get that. But
Yeah.
here's the kicker.
Center hub.
These 2 tires that are on the vehicle are probably the ones that came out of the factory.
I told him buy new tires.
I said Friday I was going to buy the brand new tires to put on the back because I put brand new tires on the front. Even when we got all the lug nuts off, me and Eli had to kick the shit out of the tire and pry it just to get it off the fucking lugs. Those tires that we had, the one that went flat had 137,000 miles on them.
Oh man!
So for you
you're
people
lucky
out
when
there
they
that
weren't
don't think
welded
your
there.
tires, if on a rainy day you could use it as a mirror.
Fuck.
Dude, that's my
a fucking riot. Wow.
yeah, and it just so happened to hit, and look how this worked out. But what
How's
you
the
all
weather
been
where you're
talking
at?
about tonight?
Oh, dude, we've been talking about all
Sunny.
kinds of shit.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Sunny and cold.
Sunny and
That's all.
cold. How much
Yes,
snow
ma'am.
did you get?
None.
Wow. Very cool.
Yeah. You have to
Upstate.
check out a channel. It's called, you might already have watched them, called First Responders Media.
Okay. First responders meeting Angel.
Yeah, with a 1. It's 1 ST first.
ST.
1
Okay.
ST.
So
One S responders.com.
No,
YouTube.
on YouTube.
One Responders Media on YouTube. And
One
he's
First
doing some
Responders Media.
excellent work at the border, showing pictures of what's going on at the border and how they're opening the gates for vehicles that go through but they're opening it for the people coming across with fucking a quarter-mile long invasion force.
Caravan.
Yeah.
Fuck
Well,
caravans.
Like one night there was the National Guard had closed up a hole so that they couldn't get through. And so then the Border Patrol opened a gate like a quarter of a mile away to let the illegals in. So, and there's a
Okay.
lot of that shit going on.
Crazy shit, man.
Yeah.
Crazy shit.
Just so you guys have a little understanding, Andrew here is a Marine veteran of 9 years,
Well, thank you,
Combat
sir,
veteran.
for your service.
Thank you.
and his family came here from Cuba. Remember the
Right
rant
on.
I went on about them not letting Cubans in here, and why they didn't want Cubans coming here? See,
Yeah,
he
because they
was
vote
he
conservative.
asked me one time if I ever traveled outside of the world, and I was like, "You're from Cuba? You should ask them." The rant I went on about them not letting Cubans in here, and
Yep.
this man's
Yep.
family, his mother came here. His mother escaped Cuba, came here, and this man joined the Marines, and he's fresh out of the Marine Corps, 9 years in America. And he came up here,
Thank you
and
very
I met
much,
him.
sir.
I met him at the motorcycle club. Mr. Andrew, I'm gonna give him the phone to introduce. This is Yank up to the left. He's the big guy in
Okay.
Florida. Julie, we call her Gutter Girl. She's up to the right. Introduce yourself. Get to know the bunch. This is the Yank and Gutter Club. Say hi.
All right, yeah, I appreciate
on.
it. I appreciate the hospitality up on your guys' video. A little bit about me, I guess. Grew up in Chicago.
Hey, Chief
joined the Marine
Smuggleouts
Corps,
from
yeah,
Chi-Town.
Joined the Marine Corps, went over to Cali. Was there for a little while. Went to Virginia and did a couple deployments and everything. So that's kind of been my whole life so far. But just got
Nice.
out years ago and moving on to bigger and better things. So I appreciate you guys' time and letting me introduce myself.
Yeah, man, absolutely. Can I ask you a couple of questions if I can?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Sure. Okay. How did you manage to get to Chicago? Your mom, you said, immigrated here, and how did you end up in Chicago?
Yeah. So the story is honestly that's the big family mystery that at least I don't know yet. So my mother was born in Havana and she fled the country at 3 years old and she came over down to Miami. So I have a lot of family down in Miami. And then I also, majority of my immediate family moved down to Tampa and surrounding areas of Miami. But back in the day of when my mother was young and had her, experience or whatnot, I never really found out from, that's like something that I don't know is from my, getting to Miami and then her going up to Chicago while the rest of my family stayed back in Miami. That's just a piece of history I don't really know.
I gotcha. Okay, that's cool.
Okay, engage with them. I told you about them. Say hi. You got more friends.
No, yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. That it's a very. I didn't mean to ramble on, but it's very like confusing. Actually, you asked me the question, but it's a confusing subject to even me because I have no way of knowing, and I don't know how that she went up there. So it's.
I understand, sir, and please do not misunderstand my asking questions as to I'm grilling you or have any weird feelings towards you or anything.
No.
I was just curious because normally, right? Cubans come over to America. They land in Florida, like you said, and for them to land or end up in Chicago, it's quite a trek. So it's like, how did that happen? I was just curious.
No, it really is. I'm sorry if I came off of being offended or anything like that. No, it really is.
No. Don't you ever apologize, sir. Don't you ever apologize.
No, sorry. Excuse me. I overthink things sometimes, but no, it is really cool because it is a bit of a mystery, and it's something that I suppose discover one day, depending on how circumstances evolve with the family, but. It's cool, at the end of the day, I think it's pretty cool to say, I'm Cuban, my mother was born in Havana, I do want to visit there, never have before, but it'd be cool.
Yes. So you are technically second generation, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is fascinating because we were talking about this earlier with immigration in general. You are second generation. And if you did not tell me or that you were Cuban heritage, I would not know. Your English is unbelievable insofar as clarity. There is no hint of an accent or any ethnicity to it. And I think that is fascinating. And that shows a difference between some of the immigrants that we allow into this country and some that we don't, and that they want to become integrated with American society. My family is from Italy and France after World War II, and I spoke earlier about this with that. My family was not allowed to speak English in the first generation. The second generation. Were not allowed to speak their home language. They were American, spoke English, period. That was it. And I find it amazing that I find in a lot of Cubans, they come here and they immediately assimilate into the country. I give praise to that. I think that's pretty cool. So that was interesting to me. Thank you.
And actually, something I everything you said was really cool and something that that you said in there is like I was a second generation immigrant. I've never really thought of it that way but that's I don't know, that's kind of
because it's hard here in America,
and different perspective on it. And
Cubans are actually persecuted people, which is why I put up a rant. Wouldn't let the Cubans in. Take them from
if we were gonna
Venezuela.
let people in,
Take them from the Honduras. Take economic migrants, but take somebody whose lineage is not going to vote for
And then
enough-
you just go,
Shut the fuck up.
"Wee!"
No, this is cereal. Shut up.
It is cereal, motherfucker.
What my point when I said they have a thing against the Cubans was they're escaping real persecution, so they're not going to vote for
Yeah.
a big government.
I had a house phone a couple years ago.
Correct. Well, yeah,
I
they
said
grew up under
something to him
communism.
today. Do you know? Here, I'm gonna spread a little. Here's a little insight from
I was
before.
trying to tell him the phone
No, I don't.
without
That's fine.
Castro
That's
tech.
completely off topic. We'll
It's
get
on
to you in a
topic,
second,
motherfucker.
Mr.
It's on
Lasagna.
topic.
Love you. I told Andrew here that half of Americans are the dumbest fucking people on the planet. The dumbest people on the planet.
Yes.
And he
I
actually,
agree.
you see, he took offense to it at first.
No,
And then I
no.
started to explain. I said, when America falls, where else is there to go to? And we're just giving it up in a handbasket. Merry Christmas, big government. Here's your shit. Fuck our freedoms, fuck our rights, fuck our shit, fuck our self-governance. And it took a second, and I guess it clicked. He came over, he goes, now I understand what you mean. He actually got offended on behalf of Americans when I said Americans are the dumbest fucking people on the planet. And,
That's
and
amazing.
me and him vibed the other night. And I want to bring Andrew to the table. I told him all about this, and of course, on all nights, it was the podcast night. Julie, thank you so much for hitting me up, and now you get to meet him right here in the skin.
Yeah, absolutely. I know that. I just
Dude,
don't
I'm glad
wanna-
to meet you, man. I would hope.
We
I would
did-
hope that.
we did-
Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No,
We
no.
got
Go
a
ahead.
lot of-
Go ahead. You have the floor. Go ahead.
Oh no, no. I was just saying, as you know,
Get out of here.
as a caveat to what Bobby said and everything, is like, yeah, we saw an agreement, but at the end of it all, and I don't mean to be the controversy within the conversation, but I don't think
Bring it.
Americans
Be
are the
real.
dumbest
Be you.
people in the world,
You
so,
bring the content to the table.
I
We'll.
don't. So I think
right.
with what we're subjected to on TV and social media and trying to research things and everything, and I feel like it's just a lot of negative. It's just a lot of negative. It's just there's no fucking way that within the whole country it's like, yeah, we got our it's got the problems and everything, but I don't think we're dumb, because compare us to other countries. Like
We're in the lower 40% of academia.
Yeah, but at the same time, there's still people. I met him. I used to work at the bar with him, and he's Italian, and he was like, "Hey, there's no future staying in Italy, because the customs of Italy, you do exactly what your father did. You continue, and it's on and it's done." I wanted to do something else. He wants to run his own bar. But he wasn't born in a family that had a bar. So he's like, so I wanted to come to America in order to do my own thing. So he's come here. He wants to run his own place. He wants to have areas in Italy, but basically he wants to, come here and pursue an American kind of dream. So if people in other countries are still trying to come here into, what's promised, and they are prospects, being successful, then with what we are here is what I look at is just a lot of fucking spoiled people here. Everybody's like, oh, this is so terrible. But at the end of the day, you look at other countries, it's like, have you lived there? No, they have their own same gripes, but you can still make a difference here. There are people from other countries coming here to make a difference. So it's not that we're the dumbest, we're just spoiled. And look at the analogy of I can't quote who said this, but it is something that I really do like. I don't know who said it, but strong men create good times create weak men create hard times create strong men.
Yes.
And I believe it's just a cycle
Yes.
of how humans and society is. And right now we have really fucking strong men. Look at back at the the world wars, everything that went down to make life so good like we have it right now. The biggest thing that we had to worry about was the Twin Towers happened, but then we went and fought Afghanistan, and that was what we were worried about. But at the grand scheme of things, we weren't worried about the whole fucking world being at war, not knowing what the hell is going to go on, and our entire country is basically out fighting the war because half of us are out there, and then the other half is running the country. So we say we're the dumbest and this is that. I just think we
I
really
say
have,
it from an outside
or
perspective.
excuse me, he said that
I
the
said it,
dumbest, but
not
at the end of
them.
the day,
I
we just
say
have a really good
Americans are the
time,
dumbest.
and we're gonna grow, we're gonna learn, and it's just a cycle of life. I feel like, or the cycle of a nation.
Well, yes, I happen to
I went on a
totally
really long
agree with
tangent.
you.
I'd love to hear what you have to say about it.
I really I tend to agree with you in the cycle that you mentioned, strong men and weak men and hard times and that circle. I'll be honest. And earlier, if you happen to back up and watch what this podcast started out or tonight, I said, and I hide no punches about this. I think all immigration should stop into this country at the moment. Legal, illegal, it doesn't matter to me. I believe that we have lost our way in as so far as our founding principles as to what it means to be an American. We are affected beyond belief, in so far as everybody wants to have their little niche and nobody wants to, like I'm not a big fan of the hyphenated American thing anymore. Like I don't consider myself an Italian American or this American or that. I'm not. I'm just an American. I'm a guy, right? And my countrymen are people like you, people like this other guy that we have that comes on the show, Strategic Eyes. It doesn't matter to me what religion, what color your skin you are. If we all pull in the same direction, then we can all be great. And this country, as far as what Bobby was saying, that we are dummies, I think that we're giving it away. I tend to agree that most Americans have first world problems, don't understand what it's like to have to live under a communistic regime or under an oppressive regime. And we are allowing other people to come in and dilute the ideals of this country. And I think that that's a shame. I think we kind of need to take a stop, take a breath. Tell me what the number of people who should be in this country is, what the ideal number is. Nobody ever seems to say whether it should be 300 million or 5 million or 1.6 million. They just seem to take people in. We have a very diverse culture in this country where everybody from every country seems to be here, and that is fine. So we can draw strength from our differences, but at the same time, we want to still have the social cohesion and social contract that we've had for decades. And we're kind of losing that a bit, I think, insofar as a lot of the policies that are being instituted nowadays. I don't know how Gutter feels about that. I wouldn't speak for her or Bobby, but I fully accept that your mom came here. I accept that you're here. I don't want to wish you guys to go anywhere. Just like I wish anybody who does come into the country now does not go anywhere. But I'm all done with allowing people to just show up here. There are plenty of things that people have to do within their own countries to fix their own fucking messes, if that makes any sense.
No, yeah, it definitely does. It definitely does make sense, and I agree with you completely.
Okay.
Me, to sum it up in the way that I, have thought of it. I want everybody to come here that needs to come here, but just come here and follow the rules and do what you need to do in order to become a citizen and do the right thing. But you can't just have everybody flooding over illegally and not tracking anything, because then, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not all about government control and everything like that, but don't take it that way. But at some point, there needs to be some kind of leadership within a country, because look at back in ancient times, that's how humans ran. You had a king, and he ruled over a certain amount of land, and he had his, kingsmen or whatever you want to call them. I'm not that great with that terminology, but he had his, so to speak, governors, right, out in the lands, and things got ran. And what the king said, obviously, it's like a more dictator, like what the king says. We've evolved and gotten a better system here, but there were laws, and and if you came into a certain kind of kingdom, then you were, treated as such, or you were dealt with. but there needs to be people watching over a certain land, and there needs to be rules, especially with this day and age, and especially with the facts of what comes. There's a lot of bad things that come through undetected. So we just want to make sure that we protect it, but it's a fine line between becoming into like a complete government control, scan your number, you're here kind of a thing, and doing almost like a police work system for your country. The country should have a good police system. I say good police system, not a complete dictator. No, you can't come, or like a kingdom system.
Authoritarian.
I wish I had that.
Yeah.
You understand? Yeah.
So does he feel like we have do you feel like we have too much government?
Too much government right now?
Yeah.
I think I just don't think we have a control over any of it right now. We can't figure out a way to do it.
Derelict in its duty.
Trump comes in with his, he was all about the wall and doing that. He was trying to do security, whether he was right or not. But then, it kind of stops. We don't have the proper amount of
we don't even enforce the laws on the books.
Yeah, it's just.
Well, how about this? There was $1.7 trillion that was just passed for a budget. Okay, discretionary military and non-discretionary. Non-discretionary military budget and discretionary spending, domestic issues. In that bill that just passed, 1.7 trillion, there was a caveat that was okay by 18 Republicans and all the Democrats to say none of the money allocated to the increase in border security, homeland security money can go to securing the border. It went to let's build more facilities to help people get in the country. I have a problem with that.
We all do.
Well, I 100% agree, and I'm really glad that you said that, because my self-conscious came in the way, and I thought I was falling off track. But the fact that you said that reinforces that so they want to escalate having places for these, people, as opposed to protecting us, as you just said. So the way that I see it is you're supposed to protect yourself first, and then you can fucking nurture people. If you just leave yourself vulnerable to everything, then it's going to be overwhelming, and it's going to be bad, and it's not good. You need to protect yourself first. You set your walls, you set your boundaries. This is, if you come through here, this is what's going to happen, and you have some kind of system. If you don't set that up first, then you're just going to be overwhelmed with a bunch of fucking bullshit. And
you get open borders with a welfare state is what you get.
You get what we have now.
And the mayor, Eric Adams of New York, is now going to start cutting the services of tax-paying New Yorkers to take care of migrants. We'll use that term. We don't want to get this live ripped
unacceptable.
Down.
That is unacceptable. Yes, that is unacceptable.
I am gonna
because if you don't take care of, go ahead, brother.
Well, if I got nothing to give you, if I don't have a pot to piss in, you're not coming over to my house to eat. Very simply put.
Thank you.
Very simply put. It's very easy. We're not overpopulated. Our delegation of fundings and resources is completely malpracticed. We could easily take care of. Elon Musk bought. He could have $44 billion.
How do you know if we're overpopulated?
We're not.
Yeah, what's
not
the
by any
metric
means.
you use? Well, how you coming up
The
with
metric I use?
Bobby.
Yeah.
It's easy.
Yes.
Bobby.
It's easy. Very easy.
Bobby.
Okay.
Yeah.
There are illegals fucking flowing in like a bleeding fucking stabbed corpse right now.
No. You're limiting my comment to the United States of America. Our resources are finite. At least what the citizen capacity can account for is finite, and that's government. The world resources and the world population, we're not allocating all these resources right. But what I want to sign off. I want to give you guys back your podcast. We've been stranded on the side of a fucking highway for hours.
I understand.
And I'm glad y'all got to meet Andrew, because we were talking about this podcast. I was talking about you guys and what this is. The American dream is life, liberty and the pursuit of happiness.
Sure.
And what we have right now in this country is the government taking our pursuit of happiness, our tax dollars at the barrel of a gun, and just giving them away.
Mm-hmm.
Giving them away. We're putting people that jump the line. What about legal migrants? Now, coming here at 3 years old, sounds like his mother was somewhat of a dreamer that got brought here by adults or an unaccompanied minor. And what did he do? He joined the Marines and he's fucking paying his taxes and trying to be an American. That's why they didn't want stupids here. We are taking the melting pot of liberty and turning it into a salad bar of intersectional victims.
That's right. Yeah,
And
it's dissected
that's
and
first world
bifurcated.
problems. And that's what it is. And that's why we could have all like-minded folks. Yank, how many times you and fucking Gutter go back and forth?
A few.
Over the same shit. We had a whole life pulled down over that.
That's
If
right.
you weren't
But,
pussing out, me and you'd go over back and forth tonight. But you're pussing out. So.
Get him, Gutter. Get him.
Listen,
Get him, Gutter.
Julie, thank you for hitting me up and checking up to make sure I was okay. This is the first Tuesday it ever lapsed in my mind that it was Yank and Gutter night, and you know that.
Well, the holiday fucks us all up.
But it was a real good reason. Me and him was sitting on a flat in the middle of
man.
Sunrise Highway on Long Island. Look that up.
I am so
Okay.
glad you guys are all right.
We're good, and I appreciate you all, and I love you all, and I'm glad. You know what? It worked out. I got to bring Andrew to the table. He's going to be a part of this. He's a good man, and he brings a lot of perspective and experience into the mix, and I
Right
think
on.
he'll help us back into the melting pot, which
I
is what we
agree.
all are.
I
I
agree.
said there are real people out there.
I agree.
You know,
I hope he subscribes. I hope he gets active in the chat and comes on the channel and feels emboldened enough to do it by himself. We're always welcoming of everybody's opinions and diversity, and we got no problems with anything. But always be ready to be pushed against on this show, where we're not hardcore anything, but we're not lazy people either. We think. So, and that's what we like. We like people who think. So Andrew seems like a good guy, and I want to have him and anytime to come on. So please like and subscribe and hang out with us, man, every Tuesday night, 8:00. If you got nothing to do, this is where we hang.
Well, we're not on the side of the highway.
Yeah, we're on the side of the highway. Yeah, I'm all about it. I appreciate the hospitality. And,
Right on.
You guys, what I had to say.
Man.
I was really intrigued by this whole conversation, and I look forward to having more.
Very
Nice
cool,
to meet
man.
you.
Very cool. Thank you for coming by. Nice to meet you.
Good night.
Love you guys, huh?
Hey, Bobby, we love you. We love you as always, brother.
Oh, and Eli's
Sayonara, Eli.
Sayonara. Sayonara.
Oh,
Don't
sayonara.
forget to write.
Hey, with that Jap shit, keep that Jap shit to yourself.
Like, share, subscribe, and except for me tonight, I forgot. Every Tuesday, 8:00. But I had a good excuse, and thank you for checking in on me, Julie. That's the first time you ever used my number. And look what it turned into.
Well, actually,
I can't wait to watch this replay tomorrow. I finished my move and go back to work. My Christmas vacation's officially over. But we spent it, and here we are. Love you guys. Stay awesome. Everybody in the comments, I'll still be listening,
Right on,
but I gotta
brother.
run and I'm gonna take them
Happy
home.
New Year.
Love you. Merry fucking Christmas. And keep your minds in the gutter.
That's right.
Good night, guys.
Thinking it.
Absolutely, brother.
But you guys gotta
Keep
boot
it
me
down.
from the
All
chat.
right, brother.
'Cause I'm on my
Peace.
Okay.
Oh.
Good night.
Oh shit! I accidentally shot him. Sorry,
That's what he
sorry,
wanted.
Bob. I didn't mean to do that. Huh?
That's what he wanted. I'll boot him.
What? Yeah, you get the boot.
Yeah, I kick him out. He knows.
I like Andrew. I already know I like Andrew. Good deal. And Ash,
Well, I think
she was
we'll have
great.
some disagreements, but that don't mean I don't like him.
That's right. That's right. Because see, it's not personal here, man. This is the difference, right? Like this is the difference between our people and the other people. and I hate to say other people because they are our countrymen and women. But like, I'm not gonna fucking dislike somebody just because I disagree on some issue, right? We don't do that. We try to keep
Well, there's about 3 issues
sane.
that I might hate you for, but
Yeah,
other
that's
than
fine.
that, you know, I mean, there's not really much that I'm gonna actually fucking hate you for and not even want to talk to
That's
you
right.
about it. Especially one of them is that whole thing of, you know, of not being able to pander back and forth without just fucking getting offended and wanting to leave or whatever. Don't fucking,
Yeah.
I don't like to be cut off, and I don't like to cut people off. So I'll let you
Yeah.
speak your mind, but you got to let us speak ours as well. So kind
That's
of,
right.
you know,
That's right.
but
Yes,
it is
I agree.
after 3 hours, and I am more
Is
than
it?
ready to take this voice
Yeah.
because it just doesn't like me tonight. It really hates me.
I understand. And I'm good to go when you are too. It has been a lively discussion, a lot of discussion, a lot of topics, a lot of interesting people. And we got some new people in the chat. So I'm gonna say it was all good, right? Last one for this is our last one for 2022, right?
It is. This is it. Next, you'll see us next year.
Next year. Gonna be another year older. Holy shit.
Well, I'm not. I'm still 29.
I know, you're perpetually 29.
That's
Bitch.
right. That's right. Just get used to that.
How do you do that, man? I live in Florida. Down here is supposed to be the fountain of youth somewhere. Ponce de Leon found it and all this shit.
I have to tell you,
apparently found it up in Oregon.
that I have a best friend who is just damn near, she's like 4 months older than me.
Mm-hmm.
And she probably looks at least 8-9 years older than me. Oh God, if she ever heard me say that, she'd fucking kick my ass. And a lot of it, I do believe, is due to the sun.
You said she looks older than you or younger than you?
Older than me.
Older,
Way
yeah.
older.
The sun destroys people. Yeah, the sun is nothing to mess with for sure.
Yeah, see, here in Oregon, you only get it like fucking 28 days out of the whole motherfucking year. So there's no worry.
Whenever you
fucking dying. Yeah, that's why when my daughter-in-law's like, well, I have a spot and they think it's skin cancer. I'm like, how? How in the fuck do you get skin cancer when we got fucking 7 days of sunshine this year so far?
Yeah. Whenever I asked you, was it last week, how's the weather? And you were like, well, it's cold and fucking raining.
Yeah.
And it won't stop at June or July or something.
Right.
I'm like,
July.
Okay, that sounds like a fucking blast.
Oh, it is. I'm not shitting you. And it'll just straight through. It just rains. Just rains.
Wow.
And if it's not raining, it's gray clouds. So, I mean, it's not like they're pretty puffy clouds with blue fucking background sky.
No,
no
it's overcast,
no.
right? Yeah.
Fucking overcast all the time.
Wow.
Ugh, I hate it.
Yeah, they say that area in the Northwest is not the place to go if you are affected by what is it, seasonal affective disorder, SAD or whatever. Don't go there because it's always raining and gray.
I told Marvin, I said, I'm filling the whole fucking the whole house with sunlights. I'm just gonna fill every room with them. He's like, go ahead, I don't give a shit.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I want to quick before we leave. I want to ask anybody in the chat. I am taking these 2 pills tonight, and these 2 pills here are
Lisa.
They're not blue. They are called
horny goat weed.
ZUPOO, Zoo-Poo, and they're supposed to be detoxing, digestive cleansing pills. So I want to know if anybody else has any experience.
Shit?
What's that?
Because you're eating zoo shit? Yeah,
No, because it's gonna make me shit like I'm in the zoo. Apparently, it's supposed to clean you out, and it's 15 days. For 15 days, I got to take 2 pills every night before I go to bed with a glass of water, and it's supposed to clear you out thoroughly.
You
So
better
I'm
sleep
just
in
wondering.
the spare bedroom. If you
I
shit
know,
the bed,
right?
If you shit the bed, that's it. You are
That's my
never getting laid
fear.
again.
I know. That's my fear, right? That's why I'm asking if does anybody have any experience with these pills? Because I actually heard about these back when I was on Facebook, and I saw the ad. One of the ads came up for these, so I researched them a little bit, and I'm like, "Honey, buy me some of those pills, and let's see what happens." So they've been sitting for fucking, I don't know, 8 months or whatever, and I'm scared to take them because I don't want to have explosive fucking boom in the bed or anything. But yeah, I'm taking these 2 pills tonight, and I'll take them for the next 15 days and see what happens. But I don't know. What did he say?
Woogie woogie.
Oh, woogie woogie.
You better sleep
Yeah.
close to the
Man.
toilet.
I know. But these are going down the hatch as soon as we're done the live, and we'll see what happens. I'll have to keep a running tab on how that's going, and I just want to do a cleanse, man. I got to lose a little weight. I really do, man. It's bad, and that's one thing. And you know what else we got? We picked up some of that. I don't know if you've seen the commercial for it. That Golo. I don't know what it is, but it's another. Yeah. And people are like, "Oh, I lost 50 pounds or whatever."
Is it the apple cider one?
I don't know. It just says Golo, and you know, there's people. Orange. Hey, I lost 80 pounds.
Is it in an orange? An orange?
I don't know. I haven't even opened it. No, white jars. There's 3 of them, and I don't know.
Oh. No, sounds
but
different.
It's supposedly supposed to help with if you are insulin, if you are insulin resistant.
Oh.
I am type whatever diabetes that you don't have to do a shot. So I'm insulin resistant.
Right.
And I do have it's supposed to help with the body fat that's not directly under the skin, but between the muscle and the internals, that kind of fat. So it's supposed to help get rid of that, and it's supposed to help clear up that insulin independence or whatever it is. So I'm going to try that after I do this, and we'll see what happens. And of course, I'm going to start walking because right now is the cooler weather in Florida, and I'll start walking around the block as best I can. With me, it's more like a limp. And we'll see how much I can do. But yeah, I got to do something because the weight is getting too much. Like I was telling you, I sleep at night, my neck's too thick. I wind up fucking snoring and feeling like I'm being strangled at the middle of the night. So it's not good.
Ash said to be careful those herbal pills, especially if you're prescription meds. Well, and I would say the same thing, but his wife, she's in the medical field, so I don't worry because she ain't gonna let him take something that he shouldn't take.
Yeah. Yep.
I trust her. She knows what she's doing.
Oh, you just love my wife. I think you and her are sisters, or want to be suck facing or some fucking weird thing.
Just get out of the way. If you just get out of the way.
Can I just watch?
You would too.
Watch.
Yep.
I absolutely would.
Touch yourself. I know you would.
I know I would. Yeah. But then you two would see what I'm touching and be like all over me. So that's just the way it goes. I'm not bashful. So
Tony said you're gonna have violent diarrhea.
I probably am. And that's the big fear, right? Like, who wants to have that for 15 days? But to be honest, if it gets rid of some of this, like, I feel like I always have bloat, like I'm bloated. So if it gets rid of some of that, I'm okay. I'll put up with it.
Damon said he lost weight by just apple cider vinegar nightly. Nasty stuff, but it does it.
I've tried it, man. I've tried taking a shot of apple cider and every day, and it
So-
didn't seem to really do much for me.
Here's what it does for me. I have a tendency to go, God, I just want something sweet. So if I take a shot of the apple cider vinegar, I don't crave it so much. So-
Hmm. Okay. So it helps curb your sweet tooth.
Exactly.
Nice.
And I have a
Okay.
huge sweet tooth.
Do you really?
Mm-hmm.
See,
Very
I'm not a
much.
sweet guy. I'm
Fuck.
nah.
Kayla said that it helps just curb her appetite. So even so, not necessarily
What
sweet
does?
one. The apple cider
Oh,
vinegar.
the apple cider. Oh, okay.
and
Okay.
and she I think she takes it in the caplets, like they're pills.
Yes.
So then you don't have to
very
taste
similar to these are capsules. Yes.
it. Exactly.
Boy,
Yeah.
because I'll tell you, man, trying to do a shot of apple cider, whew, that shit knocks your breath right out of you.
Oh yeah.
It's worse than whiskey. Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll give it a shot.
Hal said, "Be careful. That
Um,
can cause hydration." I think you're talking about the apple cider vinegar. You definitely want to drink a lot with it. So
I will. That's one of the things that's on the bottle of the Zupu, which I find that name hysterical because it's like, am I going to be shitting like a walrus or something? You know? But anyway,
Yeah.
it says on there, make sure you drink plenty of water. So yeah, and I drink a lot of water anyway when I'm not. I mean, at night I drink alcohol, but during the day it's nothing but water. So
Yeah.
We'll be careful.
all righty. Well, I suppose
I
we
wanna
all better
say-
get off here and good night,
Yes.
y'all. As we've always said, she takes it in the what, Gigi?
Ass.
What the
Well, I mean, you don't line it up like that. Hell,
Okay,
who says what?
I'm going. Look into juicing, Hal says.
No.
I can't, but why are you
Yeah.
talking about
I'll be
Yankees?
honest. If you are, I will say this: if you're ever bound up, V8 juice and Tabasco sauce will help move things along. What, you don't like? What's this? Your finger?
You said if you were bound up. I said,
Yeah. If you're, oh,
for
man.
old people,
I had to do
for
that
old
once.
people, that's how they get things going. You know.
I had to do that once myself. That is the most.
Okay.
I don't know. I felt like I was
This-
raping
I
myself. It
don't
was a
know
prison
where this
picture.
went. I don't know where it went. I don't know how we
Hey,
went.
I'm honest, man.
Off the rails.
I'm honest. People ask me questions. I will tell you an answer. And yes, it's like a prison rape
And
scene
said
with yourself.
Taco Bell works too.
Taco Bell. Oh yeah, Taco Bell.
That's
Yeah,
probably what's
no
in
doubt.
that Zupu capsules that you're gonna eat.
Probably.
All right.
Enough with this. We want to thank you guys for coming with us tonight. Thank you for putting up with the technical difficulties we had at the beginning of the show. I'm glad you guys hung around regardless of my ranting and raving and everything. And then of course, our beautiful gutter girl came on and saved the show. So
Well, I don't know about that.
it's almost a year, guys. It's
I
almost
know.
a year. It's coming up. And we're getting ready to turn the calendar and have a good time and get this fucking train rolling till the wheels fall off, man.
That's right.
So tell your friends, come and check us out, like the videos, share the videos or the live streams, share them around if you can. It helps us with the algorithms. We're not asking you guys for money. We don't, you know what? If we ever get to the point where we get 1,000 subscribers and we can monetize or whatever and get people to do donos, I don't think we're ever going to take it because that's not why we did this. We did this to create a
Right.
community of good people who can speak their mind and have some objective thoughts about the reality of the world we live in. So
It's about going to the bar, and if you want to talk gutter talk,
Yes.
you get to do that too.
That's
I
right.
mean, it's straight up. It really. That's why I say. I mean, more and more, it really does just seem like going to the bar. I love the fact that we can all do this. Nobody gets DUIs. Nobody spends a mass amount of
Amen.
money. No, I mean, it's all good. It's so. I think it's. Yeah, I think it's
Yep.
like better than the bar, really.
And it's nothing without you guys. It is
That's right.
nothing without you guys. So thank you very much. We hope you all had a Merry Christmas, and you hope your new year is going to be safe and fun, and you're going to have a good time, and we're going to see you on the flip flop, man, in 2023.
That's right. Happy New
Yep.
Year.
Happy New Year. And we're out of here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and goodbye.